Hello everyone, and welcome back to CBLOL English Academy version. Yesterday we had the Costream over on the CBLOL English channel for the tiebreakers of CBLOL going into the playoffs, and over there, spoiler, Furia managed to win, and they managed to lock 5th seed. Fluxu already qualified into 6th seed despite their loss, and Kaboom left out in the cold. That one's a little bit rough, but today we are back into Academy where things should be interesting, because today we get our first set of best of 5s, and instead of starting in the lower round 1 bracket, we're starting in the upper round 2 bracket. So this is the winner side of things, basically. These guys still have the extra life right now, and we are starting off with kind of the match of the multitudes, if you will. If in CBLOL it is Pain versus Loud, here in Academy it's Pain Gaming versus IDL. And frankly, in the regular season, IDL looked kind of hit or miss. They looked like they were 5 good players who could not get their act together, and Takuya had to hard carry every single time. Now, in the playoffs, their first round match where they played up against Rise Gaming, they looked really good. They actually looked like a team, and that makes them kind of scary to me. They look like, you know, a top 3 team right now. And up against Pain Gaming Academy, the reigning champions, as well as the undisputed best team right now in Academy. Yeah, this one could be good. This one should be good. Could be spicy. Also, I tried out this overlay yesterday on the CBLOL English stream. Kind of liked it. I'm actually curious what you think about it. Y'all think and chat about it. I've decided to kind of use it now for my own stream as well. It does mean that this screen over here though is slightly smaller. So let me know if you like it, if you hate it, if you prefer the old one, or if this one's fine. Also, I believe 404 might be joining us later today as well. So, and with potentially 5 games, there should be more than enough time for 404 to get here. Last week, some of those games were over so dang fast. Yeah, it's a super basic overlay. Like basically, I just trying to make space for like the chat and yeah, and just have like my little minion thing and not be sitting and covering anything on the map. Actually, speaking of which, it looks like the chat is cutting off a little bit. Hold on. Shrink this tiny little bit. There we go. There, OCD kicked in a little bit. It just wouldn't fit. But that's fine. Okay. Got that adjusted. Yeah, here's the bracket so far. So the lower bracket is also best of 5s, by the way. But this will be next week. Instead of going to round 1 lower brackets and watching the eliminations, we are here today. And we'll be here tomorrow, which should be fun. These upper bracket teams are nice with it. Hello. Okay, it looks like 404 has joined us. Let me see if I can make him existent. Oh, do I have to balance volume again?
Is the rebalancing different for this in the podcast?
It could potentially be if I'm an idiot, which means it's kind of a 50-50, but looks like it's good.
All right. If it's good enough, then it's good enough. Oh wow, TriCast.
Yeah, they're doing that for the yeah, okay, and I think I got you onto the stream as well. Nice.
Okay, poggers. You need a camera link?
Like the video camera link?
Yeah.
I believe I sent it to your DMs.
Okay. No, I'm saying from me. You sent one to me. But...
Oh yeah. Well, I put the Discord icon on, but if you want to send your cam, I'm sure chat will appreciate being able to see your lovely face.
Okay.
I'm just using my VTuber model. I am being lazy today. Yeah, yesterday was a special one, guys. Like I generally don't use my cam on my own streams. But I figured for CBLOL English, you wanted to see our reactions. Y'all don't get to see our faces when we cast most of the time, but sometimes our reactions get kind of shocked. Yeah, we're right into draft. But we're getting full draft at least, and it's not just like the results of the draft.
Yeah, not being hot dropped, dude. This series has the potential to be the best series of the entire playoffs.
I know people are already calling it the grand finals. Granted, it was Bayano who said that, and Bayano is
the owner of the team. He also was very kind of you know, we say in Brazil, pé no chão, feet on the ground, about like he's like, look, this series is like 70-30, 80-20 favored to Pain, but This is going to be a great series.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping so for sure. Also, I mean, to a very large extent, the way I kind of look at this is like this is the match of the multitudes as in Academy, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have Pain Loud in CBLOL, you've got Pain IDL, and IDL stepped up huge. So, you know, I'm kind of.
I mean, they've got a ceiling as high as anybody.
Yeah.
Who's gonna show up? Also, I loved. I don't know how we didn't mention this before, but I love that they got Abashal in, our boy, our American brother.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, he was the coach of a number of teams, but like he's on INTZ. He's on Peter Dunn's staff, I think, for a bit, and then he took over as head coach when Peter Dunn left. I think that was the basic chronology. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. First picking Tutuku LeBlanc. Let's go.
Yeah, they've kind of been doing this all split, and understandably so. Like Tukui is a hard carry condition.
Yeah, he's so freaking good on LeBlanc, dude.
I mean, even on, I feel like in CBLOL he'd already be one of the better. Like he'd be a good mid in CBLOL, much less here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. You are on screen. Your camera is live, 4-4.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Essas barricadas, acho que poderia ser pouco mais funcional, mas também vale lembrar que é o primeiro jogo da série, então tem todo esse teste. They updated the thing on Wikipedia.
Hold up, it just made you vanish. I don't know why.
It's okay.
O IDL agora vai respondendo além da vai, vão cogitando uma Leona. A Leona, você pode falar até melhor, professor. A Leona se tornou até um blind pick muito forte, às vezes do primeiro pick.
Okay, there we go. You're back again.
Então já vai ser cravado aí pro IDL. Eles nem sabem ainda qual será o atirador, mas suporte eles já sabem.
É, por enquanto pra mim.
Yeah, messing around with OBS is not my idea. Have a good time.
Understandable. It's not mine either.
And yet here we are. Okay. Brazilian Jace banned? Yes. Actually, that is kind of weird. I think that's more at Hidan, because Hidan's had some really nutty Jace plays. Wilkes targeting cats on ban phase is weird. Yes, I don't. I'm actually curious if this is actually Cat's target bans, because Ezreal, I think Marvin's played more Ezreal than Cat so far. Actually, let me double check that to be sure. Yeah, technically Cats has not touched Ezreal or Lucian so far in the regular season, and in playoffs. Double check. Cats. Yeah, Cats played Corki and Tristana still, so I think those are actually more bot lane bans at Marvin, which would check out with what happened in the regular season. Okay, I like the LeBlanc Vi combo. Okay, I like it for ideal. I'm not a huge fan of it otherwise, unless you know what you're trying to shut down. Leona, safe ban, safe pick. This Lilia, Camille. Okay, nothing too crazy so far. A lot of sort of individual picks. Topside focus. Galio ban from IDL. Okay. I actually don't know how I feel about Galio right now. Like I didn't think he was a good support, but the few Galio games I have seen of support have looked pretty good. So
mas a gente tá vendo que a composição da PEN também não tem tanto controle de grupo por enquanto, e pegar esse
suporte acaba
sendo uma escolha interessante, mesmo que eles peguem esse Alistar pra last pick, eu ainda acho que seria muito bom, melhor você garantir por último, porque o Alistar, você pegando, você mostra que é um pick vulnerável, você não tem um early tão forte, e até coloca eles pegarem essa Kai'Sa, que não tem uma resposta tão boa contra a Zaya em termos de lane.
Na lane, né?
Então acaba sendo meio difícil.
Realmente, então...
Okay, there, I tweeted.
Uma situação um pouco melhor, de repente a pressão, né, que fica um pouco mais favorável pro lado da PEN, vai depender também do suporte.
Okay, Zyra Khan into Kai'Sa. Okay. Pantheon for Isle. Okay, he gets his pocket pick.
Wow.
He's played I think twice this split. I'm gonna be honest, I was not particularly overwhelmed by it.
Is it fair to say you were whelmed by it?
Yeah, I was whelmed once and I was underwhelmed the other time. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Like I don't hate it. I just don't know how I necessarily feel Like it's I.
This is going to be really interesting. How do you feel about him? Kind of, is there anything to be gleaned from like, I don't know, from like a, you know, a 5-game fearless lens of like he slams the pocket pick game 1? Like or is that just, I don't know, do you read anything into that from a fearless lens or no?
Well, I think it's good for fearless, right? Like the more pocket picks you have, the more interesting fearless gets, because then like when you can pull it out, it's interesting. Specifically for the Pantheon for IO as well, what I kind of like about it is the fact that Pantheon simultaneously doesn't fit in any draft and also kind of fits in any draft. Like you can pick it anywhere and it would kind of do something for that draft. It's stuff like a full comp. So it's flexible enough. And yeah, I don't mind them picking it early right now. It gives them more options later on. But on the other hand, my personal gut feel for best of 5s right now, again, I haven't watched too many full fearless best of 5s. I mean, we've seen a lot of best of 3s, but best of 5s are quite rare still.
Right.
Is that I would like to see all the meta picks come out early, and these pocket picks to me should be saved for later. Because if you use the pocket pick now,
that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, like you don't pinch the.
And it's because it's almost like you're blinding it this early, right? Because like I mean I don't know, maybe this doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm barking up a bad tree here, but like I feel like to your point, the later you use it, it's like the more specific. It's like, okay, in theory, you are taking what might be a worse, you know, kind of in a vacuum pick into a matchup that the other top laner might not be as comfortable, right? As you get deeper into the draft, whereas now it's just like, look, everyone who's worth their weight in salt can play Camille, right? So you taking your pocket. I mean, I guess two schools of thought. One, you could take it into a stronger matchup to beat it, or you can take it into a weaker matchup so that the variance is less, right? The fact that you pick something that could be perceived as troll is like negated.
Kinda, yeah. Just trying to track. Okay, getting the flash out of Shrimp is huge. Also, that shouldn't. I'm a bit surprised that kind of got allowed to happen because Kai'Sa, Leona can challenge right from the get-go. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, they were not shadowing him at all, dude. Tatu. Oh my goodness, blew the flash. Does he have enough? He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. Wow.
Damn. Okay. I mean, that's very Pain Gaming Academy, right? This is why they're the best team right now in the league. And I think a lot of it has to do this iteration with Tatu. Like with Anato back in the day, Anato was very, very stable, but it feels like Tatu has been unlocked by and also is unlocking Pain's early game. Because Pain has really good lanes, right? Like you can take advantage of that from level 1, which is literally what they're doing with Tatu. I really like watching when Tatu gets to connect with his lanes. It's not just Marvin and Gigs too. Like Cass and Hidan has gotten him prio and certain other base as well.
Yeah.
Dark Knight, why did Pain blind top on R3? Yeah, I'm not fully sure. Especially for Camille. Like I like Camille. I think Camille's pretty strong. It feels like Academy liked Camille a little bit early in the split, but towards the end, it wasn't like the high prio top lane. So I'm a little bit surprised. If you want a high prio top lane, I would have expected, I don't think it's good, but I would have expected Renekton. Based on what we saw in CBLOL this last weekend. Yeah, and you can see now, like, the Camille Pantheon matchup, Camille will win out later, but Pantheon can absolutely abuse you early, and you can see that.
The early damage is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, you can even dive, and unfortunately for Hidan, like, you're down 2 waves already, or 1 wave because you're catching the next one, but still. Yeah, it's fine. The skilling from Pain in general is better than IDL, so it just feels like battle lines were kind of drawn. Pain just said, okay, screw it, we'll go for late game. IDL went, okay, like it fits us. Right? We have the LeBlanc, we've got Vi, we've got Pantheon. NTG wants to trade, you get Tatu, we get nothing. Essa pressão na rota, quer manter o Ridan aqui, só que se você der STP, pode ser que role dive também, então a situação vai se complicando e estranhando, e o Shrimp pode ficar aqui porque não tem nada pra acontecer, e é isso!
Damn!
I like both our reactions are just damn.
Damn!
Like what else is there to say, man? Like you just didn't respect the Pantheon.
You just, no, did not at all. Alright, and then the $1 million question. You've got yourself a little lead here. What can you do with it as the game goes on, especially as you hit 6, right? Where are you targeting?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just nice, if nothing else, because Shrimp was getting booty blasted early, but
pra cima.
O flare.
Mas é isso,
It was fine.
exatamente. A equipe da PNG.A na rota inferior tá aproveitando também bastante essa agressividade, apesar de estar um pouco bagunçado esse mapa na parte superior. Na parte inferior a gente vê muita pressão sendo exercida.
Mas sabe outro ponto também, né? Que agora a gente tá no Fearless Draft. Então, assim, o AEL não vai ter mais esse Phantom. Então a PEN, de repente, arriscou um pouco mais. Saberia que ele poderia...
Opa!
Inclusive, o Quats utiliza
Yeah,
flash
Cat's
agora
playing
pra
very
sair.
aggressively, and he's
Enquanto
been hit by
bastante
a
dano,
few more
mas
chains than I'd like to see.
Eles estão bem emparelhados na rota central.
Kinda dangerous into the
Quatro
block.
ali com 35, 36 de farm, praticamente empurrar
Let me know if
mesmo.
y'all hear a slight echo from 4x4, because I think I'm getting one, but I can't figure out where it's coming from.
É, a
So
gente tá vendo já a movimentação.
And if you're hearing background noise, tell me and I can close my window.
Volte pro mapa um pouco mais rápido, esse recalcitrado design
I don't
também.
think. It's just like sirens, dogs, you know, the usual fucking.
Mas é isso, pra mim aqui, a equipe da PNG.A justamente deveria dar mais
It's fine me so
pra
far.
essas vacilardas,
Okay.
porque é muito mais importante. Eles têm essa Camille que faz esse trabalho de side lane muito bem. Tudo bem que ela pode fazer...
Oh, should I mute myself on my VDO? Maybe that'll help.
Então, acho que a
Maybe,
vacilarda tem muito
but-
mais valor do que lutar.
Yeah.
If I'm getting
Because
something,
you're pulling the audio from Discord, right?
Se mover também,
I am.
pode sair da rota
Okay.
lane.
I just muted myself just in case. It can't hurt.
Ele que costuma fazer esse trabalho de side lane, principalmente com esses campeões.
Yeah, I think that actually got rid of the... How am I pulling your audio, though? That's weird. Hold on. Oh, Cats. You see, Cats is just eating chains every time he goes in.
No level 6. I mean, he had gigs there, to be fair.
True, yeah.
Like he had to go forward.
Yeah, like in this particular case, 100% that's fine. But like, that's why we keep seeing Cats lower health than Takui, is because he keeps eating the chains. If not, he should be winning that trade.
Perde muito HP no momento crítico, no momento do objetivo, e a PEN conseguiu baitar muito bem essa engage, essa iniciação que foi criada. A gente vê que o Tukui ele joga
IDL's got to put the pedal to the metal here, because I mean,
e esses times que você não pode jogar.
Pain's gonna outscale the shit out of your comp. Like
Yeah.
this is a win lane win game comp, and right now there's just one lane that's going well.
And to a very large extent, that's a huge reason why like that level 1 mattered so much. Like the fact that Tatsu got the invade, shut Shrimp down. We never got to see the Vi LeBlanc combo come through. And it kind of set the whole bot side like on its back foot right from the get-go. Only IO is really winning lane. And I mean, IO is now level 6, has the ult. Unfortunately, used to get back in the lane the first time, so we won't have the impact on the map. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. They'll at least be able to secure Herald or Void Grubs early.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, until I mean, it's tough. Like your early day, Tatsu's just Yuki, my brother. Be careful. Takui and Kots 1v1. Kots
Oh,
got the flash out of Tutuku. There goes the lilting lullaby. Oh no. Oh, Shrimp just shows up just to die.
Jogada esquisita por parte
Oh,
do
it's
DL,
making him fall.
mas derrubou o quebra-cofres, e a gente
Oh,
viu como
no.
a equipe do DL tava
At least he didn't burn flash.
jogada porque o Yuki tava
Yeah.
no canto, enquanto o
Dude,
Shrimp
Lily is
tava
3-0.
fazendo, que ele tava fazendo as
Yeah, that's
vacilardas.
terrifying.
Então, uma
I think that might be Leandre's.
E a gente vê como eles não estavam preparados para responder essa pressão na parte inferior. O lado
The faded ashes, yeah.
pressão nem tava.
I'm saying he might have enough for Leandre's right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I actually wonder if you want Blackfire Torch earlier, because there's no real tanks on the other side. I'm
True,
actually
fair,
curious.
fair. No, that's a good point. Because like even with the faded ashes, he's so far ahead of everybody. Even with no ult, it's just like he just rips damage.
Yeah. And you have Gigs right there, who's also just helping you to crap ton of CC, so you don't really need your ult right now.
No.
Like, I know IDL is being aggressive. I know they have numbers advantage. I'm actually kind of scared. Yeah, there we go. I'm kind of scared for IDL. Like, on that chase, they had to burn flash on... Oh,
Yeah,
who
it's
burn
just,
flash? Shrimp, okay.
it's just like why stick around there, right? You don't know where Marvin is, and that's exactly what happened. Is he shows up with 2 summoner spells and level 6. Once he
Yeah.
shows up, everybody just poops themselves and goes back to where they came.
I mean, they did have the mini wave, so they saw when Marvin actually left the lane, but fully agree. Like, it's just, you're in such a tight timer at that point. If you couldn't burst down Gigs initially and Tatu initially, then just back off. Right? The moment they start, the moment River's inside, you're safe. You're home free. Marvin looking like Titan with this aggressive Zaya. Hey, I mean, Titan's known to help coach the academy players, so like on Red as well as on Pain.
Pois é, e a gente tá vendo como a vantagem na parte inferior tá sendo criada.
Yeah, I'm really liking this look from Pain Gaming right now. Yeah, he went for the
É um
Andrews.
spike muito
Got the right
perigoso.
read there.
O Shrimp ali tá um pouquinho mal, beleza, que ele não fez o retorno na base ainda, mas olha a diferença em termos de ouro aqui na partida, porque a gente tá vendo como o Tatu tem quase 4 mil de ouro. O caçador liderando.
Good thing this is the best of 5. This is the best of 1. I'd already be calling GG.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is going to get so much more difficult for everybody involved on IDL.
Durante a fase regular do nosso CBLOL Academy, eles costumam ter vantagem, mas pouco menos que 1k de vantagem quando bate ali.
Yeah, the more I look at the draft, we'll see as this BO5 goes on, but I'm kind of really not liking the Pantheon and LeBlanc early picks. I know they're pocket picks. I know they're really good for these players. Like, if this is a best of 1, I'm down for it. But the best 5, I feel like you should have just tried to burn through the meta pool first and take whatever metas you can play.
Vem já então com o ultimato Hextech pra isolar o Aiel. O Tatu consegue alcançar esse
Aiel no flash.
mas sobrevive, absorve muito bem do dano e o Ridan quase foi punido. Saque enterrada. Vem agora com encantar com a
Dude, does Shrimp just die? Does Shrimp just die? There's no way he gets nothing out of this. That's 5 kills, and the 1 kill you get goes over to Leo. That's GG. This game's over.
It's rough, man. Oh my, okay. Like, Takui showing up is actually not a good sign for IDL, because Cats was mirroring the entire time, so...
A equipe do IDL não consegue mais um abate, deu pra ver que a PNG foi pra cima, o Aiel não tinha o flash ainda, então eles sabiam desse time.
Yo, it's kind of funny because Pain Gaming Academy is like clear #1 in Brazil right now. In North America, NACL, Black Challengers just lost to Blue Water this last weekend.
I saw that, yeah.
They are not the clear #1s right now for NACL. It's probably Dragonsteel, and even then, I am not sold that Dragonsteel was a clear #1. Oh, the Kings overrun! You know what? Respect the Kings.
Yeah, no, he was trying to predict the like that's the safe thing, right? If Takui goes forward, then he goes forward right into Cats. If he goes back, then you get him.
Yeah. The idea was there. I appreciate what he tried to do. And to be fair, if he didn't do that, I think Takui actually would have just destroyed that way anyways.
Yeah.
2.1k gold in the jungle roll. Yikes. Oh, and we are just abusing Isles right now. If Takui shows up, he might die.
This fight could decide the game right here.
Oh.
Did he go back and get an item spike or no?
Takui?
Did he like come back with anything major? Yeah.
I'm not sure if like he already completed source item before. I see the items. Oh no, he didn't even complete. Okay, he just went
got
boots.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, even though they didn't kill Isle that time, it's fine for Pain Gaming Academy. They bought space for Hidan. That's the big thing they want right now.
Yeah.
Wow, we are TPing away from Dragon. Okay. Oh, he's got no magic resist.
There's a lot riding on this dive.
Yeah.
They gotta go now. The wave's disappearing.
Oh!
Oh!
He's still dead. No! He's still dead, right? Oh, that's taking so much time.
No one else is coming up though.
Yeah. They just sacked Hidan.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fine, right? Like, it's what else you can get on the map, so that's okay.
But what else did they get on the map? I mean,
Dragon.
Dragon, I guess. Yeah.
Well, Ideal has 5 void grubs too, so Takui might take first break here. Yeah, the pings are coming down. They're taking first break. Okay. Not the most fun game for Hidan, unfortunately.
No, but he'll be fine.
Yeah. He'll still scale.
Yeah, he's gonna be just fine. The rest of the team's gonna scale like crazy, and like the fact that Tatsu's 5-0.
And he doesn't have Zodias yet. He's killable. Just not by Yuki and Isle, apparently.
Yuki, no.
Unfortunate.
Oh.
Top lane didn't fall?
My goodness, how much health does that tower have? It can't be more than single digits. That's crazy.
Wait, Takui has to hard shove this. There is a world in which they don't get first break.
Yeah, Shrimp just can't play the game.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Vi's not a good farming jungler either, so there's literally no comeback that way. Okay, if only LeBlanc was 80. No, get that foul notion out of your mouth.
Don't put that evil. Don't bring that evil in here.
It literally tilted me so hard I had to do a trivia thing about it. Freaking League of Static Shift. I actually didn't do that this split, huh? The mid
No.
Yeah.
Na
Forgot.
fase de 22, a gente
Yeah, that's
fora,
okay.
sentir a alma,
Got a lot
o
going
timing
on.
do Barão também, então a gente tá vendo que é uma composição que também consegue fazer muito rápido, porque tem muito AD, então acabam conseguindo fazer
This split
esse
was
Barão
kind of weird in
muito
CBLOL though.
rápido.
A
O
lot of
PNG.A
ups and
vai
downs.
começar a buscar jogadas mais
Yeah.
rápidas,
Oh,
o Tuculi vai sendo pego.
nice.
Divisão novamente comprometendo a vida do mid laner do time do IDL. Vem a cadência de Ninar, ele gasta o flash, gasta...
Wait, Hedon! No, brother, Hedon!
Ele sobrevive, mesmo
Not like this! Poor guy can't catch a break.
A da LeBlanc foi feita, justamente a passiva dela serve pra isso, pra confundir o adversário.
Oh, that was so nice from Takui though.
Tava
Yeah, Takui needs to get a CBLOL team.
Yeah.
Acabou se confundindo por ali, então o Tuku ele sai bem, mas já deu pra mostrar que a PEN tem armas e sabe o que fazer pra conseguir travar.
Would he be a top 3 mid if he goes to CBLOL right now?
I think it's really hard to say.
Mas a ultimate da Lilia é difícil de sair.
E vale destacar que o Marvin
I think he'd be top half. Or at least I think he could get to top half. Might take him a little bit, right? If he was on like, 2025, split 1. I think it might take him a few games, but
God, so dead.
I think he's just dead here, yeah.
Volta pro top laner do time da PEN.
One more auto. Bonk. There you go.
Eliminado pelo sigilo de malícia.
That's
O
rough.
Tuku, então garante 2 eliminações nesse momento ali.
No, it's all balanced. Ideal has Shrimp, who can't play the game. Hedon, who can't play the game.
But now Hedon, in terms of combat power, is basically caught up to IO.
Yeah, actually.
Like he's down some gold, but
400's nothing. It's like one component and Aptome.
yeah, exactly.
And first pick actually went to Pain Gaming at the end of the day. like no joke, that turret was living on hope and a prayer, but
Mm-hmm. That was enough.
Yeah.
It's a Koi tried to just brute force his way in there, but it was a little too late. Goodbye, Flare.
I think Flare can survive. Just run up top. There's a blast cone too. Should be okay. Turret, not so much. Yeah, Ideal has taken every single top side, like the 2 sets of Void Grubs plus Herald.
Mhm.
And Pain has been dominating bot side.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem is that's still not good enough for Ideal. Like they don't have a proper split push threat. Like it's Takui right now who's your split push threat,
Yeah.
which leaves the rest of your team like really like you cannot team fight without Takui. You can't even hold without Takui, I feel like.
Mas também o Tuculi e o Aiel estão jogando, estão fazendo muito bem esse trabalho de side lane. Mas um ponto que a gente não viu muito é essa questão, o Pantheon é um campeão que pressiona bastante, mas a gente não viu ele utilizando muito essas ultimates de forma ativa, porque ele também reconhece que é muito melhor ele ter essa pressão justamente.
I can't wait till we get to like deeper in the thing and we start seeing Shrimp Udyr come back into the game again.
Yeah.
Actually, I said I can't wait. I just don't want to see it. I was not a fan of the Udyr jungle.
It'd be like a novelty thing, like, oh wow, we're this deep into Fearless, and then after that novelty wears off, you're like, oh geez, this is terrible.
Yeah. Ideal technically on paper has a very eclectic champ pool, which should be good for Fearless. Like the more pocket picks you have, the better. But I'm just not sold by most of your pocket picks. I already said in draft when I saw this Pantheon, I am whelmed by IO. Like it's not. And this game too, right? Like sure, you won your game early, and then what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, nice insta cleanse from Marvin.
Okay, Tatu's here. Big sleep.
He played goal.
Oh. Wow, Shrimp got it.
Okay. Yeah, and Flare and Takui are both alive. Okay.
And Flare got a kill.
Tatu feels like he's shooting a pea shooter. Cats, I mean. Looks like he's shooting a pea shooter right now.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's Tatu. Okay. Can Takui one shot Cats? I think he might be able to. Like one rotation.
Maybe? Yeah, maybe with the blighted gem or blighted jewel or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He was thinking about it. Like, he's sitting in that bush thing. Yeah, literally ideal can't team fight. Like their comp just does not allow for it. They threw so much at Marvin too. Marvin played this really well. I honestly thought he was gonna live at the last second. Oh, the insta cleanse. Unfortunately, the root didn't actually catch Shrimp. If not, I think Marvin would have been fine. But he held the Thunderstorm for so long. Yeah, Hidan's just not getting to play the game.
No.
Normalmente a interação da Zaya contra a Vi é quando a Vi ativa a sua ultimate até ela chegar na Zaya, a Zaya utiliza. Então ela fica ali um pouco mais a salvo, porém ele utilizou antes, teve que utilizar antes. O Shrimp conseguiu eliminar o Marvin.
Damn, Tatu, these people have families.
Quando ele chegou,
7-0-2 on this Lilia.
Yeah, he's monstrous right now. You get that Zanyas, it's gonna be so tough, dude.
He already has the Seekers, and he might have to pop it, and probably won't have it for a while yet.
No.
The problem for IDL is like they're stuck on a devil's choice right now. Who do you go after, right? If you shut down Tatu, Marvin's gonna rip you a new one. They threw everything in the kitchen to get Marvin, which on paper isn't the wrong call, but then Tatu's just free firing the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you've got just a very like burst-oriented comp. Like, you can 100 to 0 someone, but you have to land everything and fast. And like you said, once Tatu gets the stasis going, like just so much of that goes out the window if you try to go on him.
Yeah, there we go. Zone just completed. So something I actually kind of wish people would do a bit more is like, I know Zonia's gives you a hefty amount of stats, but I prefer like you spec into other things until you use the Seekers on guard anyways, because you can still get a decent amount of stats, just some components of other items. And then you can kind of refresh your stats
value out of the basis.
Exactly, yeah. And when you build from Seekers to Zonias, like it ignores the cooldown basically, right? So you could have stasis in 2 back-to-back fights instead of having to wait the 60-second cooldown. It doesn't matter this game, and I feel like for most of the times we've seen Lilia, it's been on Aegis, and Aegis has been ripping everyone a new one, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine, but also... Yeah. Surprisingly, Takui hasn't died a single time yet.
Sim, é uma característica muito importante da equipe da PEN, essa
Just been shrimping Yuki.
confiança também, né, das coisas vão dar certo, assim, eles vão conseguindo ter a vantagem de ouro, mas como o professor já falou, acho que o IDL...
Yeah, I need to see IDL more proactive on the map. Like, I need to see them looking for picks, not just like trying to team fight. Because again, you're cooldown based with this comp, right? Like you're casters effectively. Even Kai'Sa's an AD AP caster more than a true marksman. And with that many threats, you basically need to isolate the threats and find them 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. Okay. Yeah. He got split and they got picked. Damn.
Oh, now he's just dead here. Or IL, rather.
Yeah. He down bot space with his death, that's fine.
Pois é, a gente vê como foi uma jogada muito bem criada por parte da equipe da PEN e a gente tá vendo o poder dessa Camille agora, que é justamente pra prender o Tukuri e não deixar ele.
I thought the initial attempt on the catch onto Cats was fine, but literally the entire team needs to just do it.
E a situação pra equipe da PEN tá boa demais.
Yeah, they have no Takui. That's Takui's first death. I do not fancy their odds.
Got no solar flare, got nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess mission accomplished, and for IDL if they can get out without dying.
But they're not going to get out without that.
Bye-bye. Oh, it's Takui, not IL.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought it was IL.
Same, I was like, I was going to die. Takui had to burn Distort and Flash just to get out. Okay, mission kind of accomplished for IDL. Like they stopped the Baron from being taken, but the cost is kind of high. It's not quite INTZ Academy levels of great deals where they just lost
futility,
but
mas a gente vê que é cenário que eles ganham nos dois, tanto conseguindo forçar a luta pra lutar e virar.
Damn, it's only 23 minutes into the game.
Yeah, this feels like it's been going on a long time.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay, see, that's it. Oh, and that's where you go too deep. Why would you ult someone under?
I think they're trying to click on Marvin. Yeah, you can see it's not even close right now. The only person taking damage is Hidan. Okay, and this time nobody's there to interrupt. Surprisingly, for all the kills and gold Tatu has, he's not the bulk of the damage right now.
No.
I'm actually really curious. Did they mean to click on Marvin? Yeah, you know what? I think they were actually trying to go on Marvin, but Marvin Featherstorm, so all the clicks went onto Giggs instead.
No, but I'm saying the vial, like that landed onto Marvin, but it's just like Why? You got one. You can't be this greedy when you're this far behind.
Yeah.
You see the TPs coming in. Like, what are you doing?
E o grande ponto aqui é que justamente você gasta muito desses recursos, mas a gente não viu a iniciação do Yuki vindo primeiro. A gente vê como a LeBlanc teve que pular, foi pra cima. A gente viu que o Pantheon gastou o flash. Então, são situações de luta muito esquisitas e muito mal coordenadas por parte do IDL. Só que eles vão precisar de coordenação, porque essa pode ser a luta do jogo. É a alma pra equipe da PEN. O IDL vai ter que reagir.
Já começam a derrubar a vida desse dragão. Chega com
Okay.
de novo,
We're just going for the Hail Mary play? Okay.
completamente danificado, eliminado pelo Marvin. Continuidade
And that's all your stuff, and now you die.
mas o Covil
Yep.
já é do time da PEN.
Like, I respect the attempt. Oh, Giggs with the knock up on the Takui. Takui so screwed. Damn. Okay, you know what? Hey, respect. I respect what IDL went for. It did not work in any way, shape, means, and or form, but like when you're that far behind anyways and it's an Ocean Soul, like just...
Oh yeah, no, that's what you gotta do at this point of the game, 100%.
Just we should not have been at this point in the game. I want to see the gold
exactly.
draft. Like, was there any point where IDL actually had a lead?
Maybe very, very early, but even then, I remember kind of looking up at the graph and I'm like, they're not actually winning, right? They got IL ahead, but it's like they weren't actually getting anything out of it.
Yeah, because Tatu got first blood, right? So it's like...
Yeah.
And then IO found a kill, a solo kill, which is nice, but... It's like a kill for a kill, right? So it balances.
Yeah.
Wilkes Tatu, you legend. Yeah, right? Again, like, I don't understand this INTC Academy roster, because last year, they honestly actually had a lot of raw talent. And then they just kind of did this year. I don't know what the hell they're doing with their rosters. Yeah. I think with Blackie too, which was on, I think, Flamengo. I can't remember which team Blackie's on, but...
I think he was on Flamengo because he was on Geração Estrutura, right? And then they got bought out, like Shotona's team, right? And then they got bought out. The roster got bought out by Flamengo, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Gigs. Damn, they're just padding KDAs at this point. Dive to Takui! Do it! Dive him!
Yeah, it started out interesting, but you could tell pretty quick that this is gonna be a walkover.
11-0 and 14, Wolf says. Damn. I think Marvin might have outdamaged him. I'm actually really curious now.
No, I think he might have, yeah.
Yeah, because the two times I think they showed damage numbers, Marvin actually managed to outdamage him. But,
Yeah, by like a significant amount.
yeah, but the KP was nuts from Tatu. To be fair, like he was omnipresent on the map. I love his aggression, man. And it's not like Drake Hero AC's sort of relentless, unthinking aggression where even when they're behind, they invade anyways. Like, he's actually pretty measured. Once he screws up, he plays a lot more passive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this game was decided the first like 5-10 minutes of the game just because of the draft, right? Like IDL had an early game comp. If you fall behind early game, like literally, what are you gonna do? Folks, one game down, IDL has 2 picks left in his pool. But he's got Olaf, Pantheon, and what's the other pick? Aatrox, that was the other one. Okay. Yeah.
Those are gambles.
See, again, and that's why I don't like that he's picking the Pantheon here. You could have gone like Aatrox or Olaf at this point. I prefer Olaf personally, but like you're never gonna lose the Pantheon. You know, like the only way you lose the Pantheon is to bans, because I do not believe Hidan will pick it. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, again, it's just best of 5. It's just one game, right? Like, there's still more games to be played.
Yeah.
Maybe IDL can whip something out. Lose is improvement. Tatu can't get his hands on Lily again, so. I'm actually curious if... Also, with this draft, might I say, your blue side, why the hell... Why are we using B1 on LeBlanc in a Fearless series? Again, if this was like a best of 1 or like regular draft, go ahead. B1 LeBlanc, that's okay. But in Fearless, you could have taken away meta. Again, Cats can play LeBlanc, but it's not something that he's been particularly focused on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was kind of what I was like. What my question essentially was early on, right, was like, how you feel about using a pocket pick this early on?
Yeah. My brain wasn't thinking properly for Fearless when you asked the question. I was thinking just like regular draft, but... Yeah, after it finally turned on, I was like, oh yes, okay. That was a good question. Because I do not like it. Wokes, you think Pain baited them hard with the good matchup? I'm like, I can pin Lilia with point and click CC. Did they even? Yeah, because they did. Okay, yeah, that's true, and it was really well played from them, right? They had so many just targets for Shrimp on the Vi that the point and click CC was rarely, if ever, used on Tatu. If they took Azir this game, would be better. Yeah, exactly, right? Like Azir or even Orianna, right? For Takui, either would have been fine. Actually, did Takui play? He played 2 games of Corki, played 3 games of Trist. Yeah, I think you go for Trist or Corki this game first. Just to kind of pinch pools, right? But, oh well. Yeah, and I think the other thing that really disappointed me was just how ITL, you got an early game composition and they just never felt like they made proactive moves. Like, I understand Shrimp got shut down by Tatu early. They're like, when you're 6 and whatnot, like, why are we not looking for picks? Why are we looking for teamfights instead? And why do we keep looking at Marvin Giggs? That's the other big question. Like, Marvin has Featherstorm, so you're never going to catch him with the Vial.
Giggs is Rakan.
Yeah, it's like, if you catch Giggs, the problem is where do you end up catching him? If you catch him under a turret because he pulled you all the way there, then that's not good for you. Yeah, Pain hit this incredibly well. Wasn't IDL always a teamfight team? Kind of. Like, in the regular season, my problem with IDL was in the regular season, they look like a teamfight team because that's how they close out games. Like, their macro, they are not coordinated enough to do proper split push. So they end up looking like a teamfight team. But I think there's just lack of coordination. And then last week when we saw them... Okay, no, Tatu managed to out-damage Marvin. Heck, Cat's out-damage Marvin. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think Tatu gets MVP this game. Understandably so.
Yeah, no, 100%. He just made the game unplayable for Shrimp.
Yeah. Shrimp damage. 6. True, he did less damage than Leona.
That's so tough, dude. That sucks. That sucks.
Those are small Shrimp numbers. Jeez. Hey, at least he out-damaged Giggs. Oh man.
Good God.
That's rough. But yeah, Dark Knight, I think last week, if you watched IDL play last week, they looked like a teamfight team. They played much better last week. Which is why I was kind of hopeful walking into today that it would be close. That's it. Again, just game 1. Maybe they come back game 2. Pick an actual teamfight composition. Give IO something like Kennen. Or Rumble, you know. 89.3% kill KP. That's nuts. And over 1,000 damage per minute.
I mean, yeah, until like the 2/3 of the way through the game mark, he had 100% KP essentially.
True, and I think the last one, the couple he missed out were the ones where they tried to kill Marvin and Giggs, and then
exactly.
Yeah, lost a couple people before the team got there. That's rough. You think there's nothing more common in CBLOL than having a draft conflicting with the team philosophy? You know what? I think you're onto something there. Yeah, because I think that the players here just have so much flair and like style that you.
That's a nice way to say ego.
You know what? Yeah,
they're
calling it out. Yeah, they've got too much.
It's 2 sides of the same coin, though. It's 2 sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
When it works, it works.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen that with quite a few teams now in CBLOL, and even in Academy. There's a couple of teams like where if you draw certain comps to them, they just cannot execute. And again, I understand it, you know, like in regular season when you're trying out stuff. If you're in critical moments, like, oh, this first blood. Yeah, but in like critical moments, if you're playing for like playoff lives, don't do that. If you're in playoffs on the losers bracket, don't do that. Like if K-Stars wants to just still try and mess around with other comps, that's fine. They have more games even beyond the series, right? So yeah. I'm very impressed when teams can play multiple styles well.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm just really impressed with Furia as a whole, the split, like both their Academy and their CBLOL rosters. Oh, did you see the scrim data that CL posted today?
I did. Very fun.
Yeah. That explains a lot about why they picked that side of the bracket, I guess.
Yeah.
I had heard rumors that Loud was doing well in scrims, but I didn't think they had a winning record against K-Stars.
Yeah, it turns out they did.
It kind of makes me wonder if they're sandbagging a little bit.
I don't know. I mean, but like, and you wonder how much, like, you know, maybe like, was that for just this split or was that across the whole year?
I think it's just for the split.
Okay.
I
yeah, maybe
know.
I don't know.
Posted.
Sandbagging or like, I don't know how much did they, you know, rack up in the first bit of the split, or maybe also if it's, you know, if it is, I don't, again, we're playing amateur psychologist here, but if it is, you know, a bit of a mental problem with Loud, scrims are kind of, you know, no pressure environment because it's like, look, we're just kind of, you know, we're just trying stuff out. This is fine, and then Croc just gets into game, and all of a sudden he just he crocs up.
Yeah, actually, it's split one scrim result, so I'm completely wrong. It's lost splits.
Oh,
interesting. Okay.
Oh, that's why they were pounding INTZ.
True, actually. Yo, but whoops. Sorry. When I try and switch to a pen, sometimes it does that on Firefox. Yeah, actually, so that's really interesting. So this K-Stars Academy was not the Sorolu Academy team then. This is the one with Leleco and
at least for the first half of the year.
Yeah. Daisy and whatnot. Okay. That's interesting. I'm wondering if their Academy scrim results went up or down. Like with the changes they made.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it makes sense now that Loud and Pain were that's a scarier Loud. Oh, but then Pain won that much and still couldn't win grand finals? Come on, man. I am bad. Oh, right. I forgot I wanted to screenshot the draft. Because now that we're in playoffs best of 5, I will forget the bans, so I need to screenshot it.
Falamos do Pantheon, ele veio, é campeão característico do Aiel. Quando passa, normalmente ele é escolhido, vai trazer então aqui para a parte superior do mapa.
Paint. Yeah, because they'll show the fearless bans, like what champions are banned, but they don't show like the bans for previous games. So I have to like do this now, or I won't remember what the hell got banned and why things are getting through. First split, the Pain match was tougher for Kate. This split, their bot lane set the 10, 100%. Yeah. I know D Salguero, that guy I talk about on Reddit sometimes, who always posts stuff. Like he posted again like summary of the regular season. And he was like contrasting Pain and Kate Stars, and he mentioned like the only lane where Kate feels like they don't quite match toe to toe with Pain is the mid lane. Leleco versus Dinkedo.
Yeah. Did you see the Dinkedo or fucking Pro Delta? He won split 2 MVP.
No, I did not see that yet. Damn, nice.
Yeah, he won split 2 MVP, and then the first team All Pro for split 2 was FNB, Karaoke, Dinkedo, and then Smiling Pro Delta.
Like this is the official CBLOL?
Yep.
All Pros?
Yeah, they posted either yesterday or this morning.
Okay, I will take a look. That's actually I should have I just realized, well, it won't influence my voting for anyways.
Yeah, as soon as I was saying that, I was like, maybe I should shut up. My bad.
No, it's fine. It won't affect me anyways. That's funny. Wait, you said Dinkedo got first team All Pro?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, let's go. I've been shilling for him for so long.
I think it's deserved.
Yeah.
Like he's been so consistent.
Okay. That's actually interesting. I don't know if I have Karaoke as my #1 jungler right now.
What do you think, DeSamus?
Yeah. I think I voted DeSamus prior, and still feel like DeSamus is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't fully given it thought. I'll think of it before we record Gringos Liberados tomorrow. But yeah. That's an interesting one. Ooh, Delta's MVP though. Damn.
Yeah.
Like he's really good, don't get me wrong. I'm just a little bit surprised because I kind of had Smalley as well. Maybe it's because most improved.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like same as the Titan Curry conversation we had like during the season where we were like kind of ranking or picking out all pros, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bot lanes are hard to separate a lot of times. Unless you're a team like Los Grandes, in which case. I don't know, I'm still upset with Cavi.
Aren't we all?
Well, you for sure think Prodata is more solid all around in this split, but to you, Curry brings the sauce in certain scenarios that Prodata doesn't have the same creativity. That's fair, yeah.
I can get behind that argument.
Yeah. Though I wonder how much of that is also because like Prod's got so flamed last split for like last split he had some creative picks. Like he was going the Heimer. I still don't think the Heimer was a bad pick. Like, I still think Heimer was good. He just could not execute, which is a whole different issue.
Aqui na fase regular do nosso CBLOL Academy não tem mais a chance desses campeões, assim como a PEN também não tem mais as chances dos campeões.
Sorry, Professor.
Na primeira
Or, you know what?
partida.
Who do I block out here? Yeah, I'll block out Professor. Sorry, bud.
Exatamente, mas um ponto que eu queria destacar é justamente a escolha de lado, que eu não gostei parte do IDL. Acho que a PEN Gaming conseguiu planejar muito bem, principalmente o pick do 3
Just need to see my
e a
bands.
resposta do 5 também, que foi
Okay, so IDL is still opting for blue side. That's a choice.
O pick do 3 e o last pick de graça, eu acho que você tá jogando um pouco errado. Eu acho
Yeah, I really need to see a better pick for B1.
Yeah, a lot riding on this B1 right now.
Yeah. We kept the bans the same so far. Do we ban BRJs?
Foi só os bans aqui, só a ordem que o Lessin mudou, que ele tava na terceira, agora foi pro primeiro, mas ainda assim a gente tá vendo que os bans por enquanto.
Yeah, they very well might.
Vamos ver o que a PEN prefere retirar, continuam retirando a
I mean, now that Pant's off the table, I can't help but wonder if that was specifically to try and put Hidan. Because Hidan's the one who's playing Jace between Cats and Hidan right now, so... Dark Knight Karaoke for you, you're watching a stream where they're looking at stats and you like 50% of the players better rates. Yeah, yeah. For sure, Karaoke has been really strong and really solid. It's just that some of his performances, like the O2 week, felt, you know, kind of weak showing from Karaoke, whereas I'm struggling to think of a week where Desamis had a bad week so far. But again, like, nothing's set in stone. I need to think a bit more about it. I feel like there's a jungler I'm forgetting. Oh, Aegis, yeah. There's a conversation for Aegis as well, I think.
Yeah, there's a if the split started halfway through, then yeah, there's a conversation.
Yeah. I have recency bias, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did switch up the bans a little bit. Rumble and Jace got through. Okay. This is a much better B1 from IDL. Like, this is good. I like this. This is a takeaway, which Shrimp can play, and is meta.
Good B1.
Mas a gente sabe que da PEN, em termos de como os jogadores conseguem brilhar, todo mundo tem o seu espaço ali. A gente vê que cada momento não é só um que brilha, toda hora aparece alguém.
Okay, Rakana and Leona off the table, so we're looking at engage supports or AoE supports. It's Rel, Alistar, Nautilus right now.
Nautilus, yeah.
Desastrosa em termos de objetivos, em termos dessas fights que rolam, mas o Brand também responde muito bem esses campeões.
This draft should have been the game 1 draft from IDL, man.
I know, it's so much better.
Yeah, it would have made game 2 a lot simpler as well. Yeah, I think this is actually a forced pickup by the draft that PEN have right now, because if they get Rel, then they are just absolutely set up to dumpster you. Like is Misfortune bad? Yeah, Misfortune's not bad. Yeah, if they get Rel here, then you have to ban it. Like, unquestionably. Okay. Good read, Wokes. Wokes predicted the Yone pickup here.
Nice.
Yeah. I was wondering if we just go like Alistar here, because that's sort of the handshake with Rel. Now,
yeah.
I think we have to ban Alistar, and personally, I would ban Braum, but CBLOL seems to have a weird take on Braum. So I suspect
you've got a very high opinion of Braum.
I do. I just think he's the best counter engage, like the best anti-engage champ right now. Bang for buck. Yeah, this is already a terrifying AoE.
Mas ainda assim, acho interessante banir o campeão, acho que tirar e limitar essas escolhas da rota superior acaba complicando demais.
Okay.
Ele justamente bane esse Alistar.
Check.
Pode ser um próximo banimento aqui que vai acabar rolando por enquanto.
If they ban that, then I actually... Oh no, Sejan's already picked. And so they're looking for just the bot lane, right?
A grande questão é, a gente já viu na última partida o Ridano conseguindo jogar tão bem na rota, mas ele já tinha uma fight. Acho que o Xante foi por esse mesmo caminho.
Oh, interesting. Really interesting. I did not predict this, man.
But I feel like even there, like, leave that open, and then you can just pick Braum into it.
True. Oh, they banned Braum. I love Academy. If this was CBLOL, I think there's less than 50% chance they ban bro. They'd have gone for the Nautilus ban instead. Okay. Okay, we just go. That's fine. I think any AD carry kind of works here at this point. My only question in my head was, do they go for mobility or do they go for like AoE, like with Asher Varus? Oh, Ashley Bench. Like something like a Varus. Probably would have been overkill, but Dark Knight, is there anything that also plays well against Corki? Because you could see Hidan use Yone top. I mean, there are the other marksmen, but Tristana got played last game. Ezreal and Lucian got banned this game. So you could. Oh, LeBlanc also got played. You could run an assassin, so you could run something like an Ari if you wanted, but it wouldn't fit the whole AoE comp that Pain have going right now. I think you just save it for. Wait, no shot? Pain doesn't need the melee support here, you think? Could go Enchanter. True, yeah, especially if you're going Zarya, I do think an Enchanter makes a lot of sense. Oh, but Dark Knight.
Wow.
It has to be a bot lane because Rumble goes top, right? So Cats is not playing Rumble into Corki. Damn, is that when was the last time we saw a Zillion?
It's been a minute. It has been a minute.
Screenshot this first, and then I will go and check when the last time we saw a competitive Zillion was in Tier 1.
E assim, tudo que o Zillion carrega no seu kit já é uma forma de incômodo, né? Trazer ali essa lentidão ou agilidade pro seu próprio atirador. As bombas relógio que vão estar ali meio que beitando o escudo de feitiço da Sivir, porque eventualmente vai incomodar muito, vai trazer o seu queimadura pela build que ele for conquistar. E a ultimate dele que vai manter um alvo vivo se for abatido enquanto estiver no tempo.
Eu acho que a grande problemática aqui é justamente o que você comentou, a ultimate vindo com speed ou slow que pode ser durante a fight, porque o Zillion ele acaba sendo focado justamente nesse scaling.
There's only been one Zillion this year, and it was Jensen who played it.
Okay.
Who did he even play it against? That was a mid lane, and it was against Liquid, Team Liquid. And APA bodied him. Okay. Damn. When's the last support Zillion we've ever seen? Okay, there were 4 games of it last year. Ilasang, Life, and Vista. Okay. So it's mostly like LCK side. And then once in the LGL and once in the LEC. Damn. Okay. That's spicy though. Well, Rumble could always go bot, I guess. I still don't think of Rumble as a support unless I see a Senna, but I know that some people have done it without Senna. F1 engine serials. True. Also, Undying Zeri. Yeah, I'm liking the Pain draft. I appreciate what IDL tried to do, which was pivot into like a pretty strong scaling composition as well. I think Silver out damages Zeri later on. And Ornn scaling makes for a really nice scaling comp for IDL. Like, I don't hate it, but I think the early game is going to be super rough for IDL now. And the mid game is where I'm very terrified. If Pain win out the early game again, and they have a lead going to the mid game, this team knows how to close. I don't think we get a mid game. Late game, pardon me. You don't need to build GA when you have its own. You don't need to. But you could. And then you have like double revive and just never die. The AD on GA is not too bad either, so. Actually, if you don't build GA, what item would you build instead? Like for an AD carry?
If you don't build, you said if you don't build GA, what do you build like last?
Yeah.
Zephyr.
Well, I assume Zephyr replaced Boots, right? So you'd still have him at the slot.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is an honest question. Like, I actually don't have an answer in my head. I'm just curious, like,
I don't know.
I mean,
Titanic Hydra. Fuck it.
Sure. I mean, it gives you health, a bit more tankiness.
Durability, yeah. I'm like half joking. I don't know.
What the hell? How did we?
Might be wondering how I found myself here again.
Yeah, I am definitely wondering that. Like, just one? Okay, they only burn one flash. It's not that bad. I'm actually surprised that it would not way worse. Oh, that cancel on Flare's back is... Okay, well, Marvin eats a pizza, so... Not pizza, that's
pra
Wrong
cima
skin.
demais, Tabinha. E custa muito caro essas agressões. A gente vê como até o Ridan tá na parte superior pra conseguir atazanar um pouco o Shrimp nesse ponto. Mas a equipe dele tem que se atentar nesse começo de jogo.
Exato, e agora eles até trocam o caminho, né, do Shrimp, por onde ele iria.
Okay, and the level advantage there is going to give Zillion's going to give Zeri bot side. It's going to be huge too. Dark Knight Zonias and make crazy plays. Okay, y'all know I like my Zonias, and I think Stasis is completely busted. But also Zeri has very few AP skillings. And there's not like a champion this side, which I think a GA would serve you better, unfortunately. Okay, so Flare actually did the recall anyways. Interesting.
E pra mim, acho que perder o flash acaba nem sendo a grande problemática, né? Pra mim, você perder esse teleporte e você não ter essa oportunidade de voltar pra rota, enquanto o Quats também tem o teleporte, então ele pode forçar algumas trocas, dar esse BTP e forçar o Tuku ele ficar dessa rota.
Yeah, this is why I love Fearless, dude. It's like we see all these weird picks come out. Like we've seen the ones from IDL before, but the Zillion is brand new.
Yeah.
Like I remember back when Neela first came out and people were playing Neela, like the Zillion Neela combo was one that was heavily theorized, but we didn't see too much of. The whole idea being like you just level so incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Zeri was the most hybrid damage AD. Yeah, she was. Her laser I think scaled off AP. I mean, she also had the stupid bruiser build that was really broken.
Yeah, Titanic Hydra build.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I hated it so much. Like you could not kill her, and she outdamaged you. Tatu, are we? Oh my goodness, Geeks and Tatu actually want this. Okay. Yeah, I was like watching the pincer coming. I'm like that. Surely, no shot, right? How I feel about this from Pain. It feels like we're kind of randomly falling behind for no reason. Does Geeks know? Okay, Geeks season. They're calling for the gank.
Yeah.
Oh!
That is tough.
He's gonna burn. He's gonna burn.
Yeah.
But Yuki flashed. Okay. Nicely played from IDL. Cats, what are we doing? You literally saw them there.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
What?
All right, now the shoe's on the other foot here. You've got the scaling comp with the AP jungler that's ahead against the early and mid game comp. But this time, RMC is sad.
RMC is shocked right now. I'm just surprised. Like, what the hell? Questionable choices. Speaking of the shoes on the other foot, I was lying to a friend the other day, Asian friend, and we were joking about. I said like, "Oh, the shoes on the other foot," and he's like, "No, the shoe is in your mom's hand." That's the Asian way I'm describing it.
Shoes in your mom's hand. That's funny.
I wish that was a saying. That'd be hilarious. Oh, Marvin.
Ooh, you gotta be careful.
That's the problem with Sivir. Sivir's early game is like the weakest of any AD carry.
Yeah, that's really bad.
If that was any other AD carry, Marvin's dead there.
Yeah.
Or at least has to burn flash and or barrier. Come on, Marvin, bait harder. Oh,
Tatu.
Yuki.
Nice, Yuki. One more, yeah.
There we go. There's the
barrier. Bonk.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
my goodness, he almost got Marvin with that.
Holy crap. Okay, now I am sad. This is beyond shock and surprise. This is sad now for Pain Gaming Academy. But IDL was playing this well. They are playing this clean. This was what I expected from them after last week.
Yeah.
I see what happens when you just pick a meta jungler. They're meta for a reason, Shrimp. Agreed, Pain does have good scalings. My concern is IDL actually scales better. Because they've got Ornn and Corki Sipper. In terms of straight damage, they will out-damage their counterparts. Cats and Marvin with Zeri and Yone have more mobility. So that's something in their favor and more upfront burst with the Yone. But it is just a little bit scarier. And the scaling doesn't like favor them. It's still very playable.
Nem vale a pena ele conseguir encontrar o caçador adversário nesse momento, que justamente você encontrar nesse ponto, o Brand tem a ultimate, consegue ser muito chato.
Okay, we're trading objectives, Pain on the top side, Ideal on the bot side.
Mas quando o Shrimp tiver um pouquinho mais de posição, pode se complicar. O Quatis vai tomar essa iniciação aqui, usa o desatar a alma.
Nice. Cat breaking some ankles there.
Então o dragão sendo finalizado, as vastilarvas vindo pro lado da PEN. E o nosso próximo elemento será então um dragão infernal. Uma pena, porque eu queria que pegasse fogo, na verdade, com a alma. Mas agora, nos quase 7 minutos, a equipe do IDL consegue setar melhor as visões, conseguem se colocar mais adiante. E agora, inclusive, o Marvin aqui sozinho pela própria selva, o Geek buscando espaço para dar esse apoio.
Armsy, how often you cook with tofu?
Decently, like a decent amount of times. Why? Oh, what sort of tofu too?
Just like kind of the prepackaged like tofu brick.
Okay, because there's like soft tofu. There's like
Firm.
Firm. Okay.
Firm / extra firm. I just like make I throw some different seasoning and stuff on, and then I throw it in the air fryer.
Oh, okay.
But beforehand, do you squish it?
No.
To like get some of the liquid out? No.
Usually no, but I also don't usually air fry it. So,
Okay.
like I bake or I fry.
Conseguir encontrar mais, olha a iniciação do
Oh,
Aiel.
I'll...
Chamado Dudas lá fora, já vem também o equalizador, então Aiel começa a pegar fogo, o Ridan tá já sobrecarregado.
Okay, good call from Hidan. I think he actually could have won the 1v1 if he turns, but Shrimp was coming.
Maybe.
I think he saw, yeah, there's a word out there. They saw Shrimp coming.
Ele destacando a rota do meio, como você comentou, tá bem. Foi que o Tukuli, ele só
I've actually never tried air frying.
It's gas. I really like it.
Oh yeah, I see what we kind of like baking it, so yeah.
E acho que o fato de terem rolado muitos sabates ali prejudicou ainda mais, porque o Tukuli teve um espaço muito maior para conseguir fazer esse retorno da base, ficar um pouco mais.
But also, like, it's the one you buy, like, doesn't come sitting in water.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess you have to pat dry at least, like, to get the sauce on in the first place.
Yeah. Essentially, what I do is I leave the brick kind of out, but I do like I'll put like 2 paper towels, like one under it and one on top of it. I put it on top of like a cutting board or something.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, oh, hold on.
Ah, Tats doesn't have enough damage yet.
Oh wait, but Tatu has 6.
True?
He could go for something. I'm a little surprised they're not. Goodbye, geeks.
Yeah, Pain is just getting overwhelmed right now. The revenge of Shrimp after what Tatu did to him last game.
Yeah, actually. No, he's just dominating this game.
Yeah. Dark Knight, is Pain being worse or IDL being better? A little bit of both. I think right now, overwhelmingly, it's IDL being better. Like, they are proactively making moves everywhere. Shrimp hasn't even auto him yet. Oh man, we had to call on to Kui to finish this.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay. Marvin did what he could.
Yeah,
I mean, it's questionable whether he should have been under the turret in the first place, but yeah, he did. Once he was in that position, and he did what he could in that position.
Talvez o menos pior assim pra questão aqui do Marvin, né, professor?
E a gente viu que se ele tivesse um pouquinho mais de tempo e o Tukuli não tivesse se deslocado da rota do meio, capaz ele nem ser abatido porque voltaria.
Yeah, to be fair, I also don't deal that much with firm tofu, except when I'm doing like mostly stir fry stuff. I prefer like soft tofu, like egg tofu. And or like the really firm tofu. Like,
yeah.
Oh. Shrimp said. But so is he done. We are trading life for life here. Yeah, Pain is really struggling right now. I don't think they found a single like pick. Every time they found a kill, it's been like a trade. Okay. Nice. Oh, and he flashed too early.
Bonk. Got 2. Yuki is somehow alive.
Yeah. And now the CC.
Oh, get in! Oh my goodness.
The problem is I don't know if it's enough. One more phosphorus bomb from Takui. Does he have it? Oh, the burn. Holy crap.
Legit.
That's a 3 for 2?
Sure, we'll go with that.
4 for 2, 3 for 2. Pain got 2.
Acaba sendo diferente.
Exato, né? Ele não tem tanto daquela potência, por exemplo, que ele teve no jogo anterior. Ele tá mais como habilitador da sua equipe, não como carregador.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Cats did as much damage as he did, but... And Giggs not being 6 yet is hurting them. Giggs needs to get 6, man.
Yeah.
Right there, Cats flashed early. Like, the predict is good, but the crash... Ironically, it screwed them because the crash down CC. But if Yuki died initially, without the CC from Yuki... Yeah, Tikui loses the 1v1 at that range.
Vendo aqui o Aiel tendo grande destaque, que a gente viu que ele foi o campeão carregador
do primeiro jogo.
A condição era pouco difícil para ele conseguir manter essa criação de jogadas, manter todo esse destaque, mas a gente tá
Dark Knight, since you have a way better memory than you with Academy, is Pain Academy used to playing with Giggs on Enchanters? Giggs definitely does play Enchanters. He's played some. I remember he's played some Lucianami games. I think he's played Nico with Pain this split. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are. Marvin so did. Okay, you know what? On paper, this game's not over. The scaling from Pain is good, but the way Pain is playing right now, I am fast losing hope. Just rubbing salt into the wound. Oh, nice. Pyroclasm burns, though. Please. Oh my goodness, the CC is too much for Cats. He's gonna die! Oh, that was GA from Giggs. I didn't even see that come through. Not GA.
I think it was
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't even see Giggs in there. Yeah. Pain feels like they're still playing as if they're ahead. Like, they think they've got enough damage to make all these plays. You don't. You're behind. Respect it. Wait for the Blade of the Rune King from Cats. If he had Blade of the Rune King, they would have won all those fights.
Com isso, o IDL tá mais forte, tá mais preparado e eles vão conseguindo mais vantagem.
E a gente tá vendo como o IDL tá realmente jogando com uma configuração diferente, com uma cara diferente essa partida.
And I feel like for this game too, Pain has used up too many strong picks to be throwing the game like this. Like, you got Rumble Yone on the same comp with Sejuani, who is probably right now premier utility jungler. It's either her or Maokai, and I think she is generally more favored than the Maokai. Yeah. So with this many meta picks, like, in a way, Fearless makes it like an investment every time you draft, right? Like, how many resources are you putting into this particular draft? If you lose with that draft and you put too many resources in, then you just don't have enough capital to play out the rest of the series.
No, it's a gamble.
Yeah, technically, it shouldn't be a gamble because you're playing it. Like, there's a skill involved. It shouldn't be luck. But yeah, a lot of times, especially in tier 2, it does feel a bit like you're gambling. Yeah, and IDL is playing this really well so far. Like, Yuki and Shrimp have just been perma-roaming. 11 out of 12 KP for Yuki. Holy crap. Yuki's getting more action than Shrimp is.
That's crazy.
Like, almost double. Shrimp is only 50% KP.
And he dominated early and then just been power farming.
Yeah, and hey, why not? It works, right?
Exactly. Every time he wants to show up to an objective, it's just like uncontestable. Well, I say that Pain gets 6 Void Grubs.
Sure, because it was uncontested, I guess, right? Like, IDL just did not care about it. And we see that a lot with teams, right? Like, right now, where the winning team favors the Dragon side, and if the losing team is decent, they will just do the map trade. If a team gets both sides, usually it's because the losing team screwed up their trade.
Yeah.
You could either make this investment, be an NFT in 2024, or a winner lottery ticket. That's how I feel about people who gamble on CBLOL Academy. In a way, I think CBLOL Academy is easier to gamble on than CBLOL right now, because Pain on paper is like undisputed, as they are losing this game to IDL.
Fortaleceu sua itemização, então já vai pro item muito forte de dano pra CB, vai recuperando mana também. O IDL vai fazendo o arauto.
Yuki is deep.
And why not? Who's gonna kill Yuki?
He flash? Yeah, he has flash to get away.
Yeah, there's like 3 people there, and Yuki's like buying so much time still. Yuki actually gets out. Okay.
There's no. Whoa,
okay, there we go.
You guys are okay.
We get our arcade meatballs.
Yeah, that was a pretty good equalizer actually. Cut off flare as well.
Yeah, big from pain. Okay, Cats. I knew it. I knew it. Cats is played up the rune quick. I was literally gonna say he has it, doesn't he? Just literally just wait for that item. Okay. That's huge for pain. They are still behind though, and IDL just they still got Herald. IDL just needs to be a little bit careful about that. Yuki just went way too deep, and even then I actually wasn't sure they'd kill Yuki. So. And now they don't have the equalizer for the dragon fight. To be fair, IDL is missing Ornhorn and Pyroclasm, so. Yuki, please. Please do not int. Oh no. Io almost int.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're about to one at a time. They gotta be careful.
Oh, Marvin wins it?
Excuse me.
Bless you. Marvin's still the better AD carry, I guess, between Flare and Marvin.
É, a bancada de humanas, né? A Energy também é de humanas, então não tem jeito.
Oh, there we go.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Boa defesa que agora o Giggs consegue fazer, mas independente do que acontecer, essa torre vai pro chão, seja no peito, ou seja, então na onda de minions. Mas a segunda cabeçada não deve
Okay. Not a bad trade from IDL, but I feel like they should not have had to trade in the first place. This is slightly worrying. I think IDL got to this state because they were playing better, but they're starting to make a couple sloppy mistakes here and there.
Good lord.
You okay, bro?
Great question. Great question. I don't know.
Back in the day, they used to believe that sneezes would leave you vulnerable to demon possession. That's why they say bless you.
Ah. That's funny. That is silly.
I mean, up to like a decade ago, some people thought that sneezing with your eyes open would cause your eyeballs to pop out. So,
yeah. And didn't we discover that it's that it's impossible to sneeze with your eyeballs open?
No, you can, and it's not true that it pop out whatsoever. The force of your sneeze is simply not enough to, like, there's a lot of structural things keeping your eyeballs in.
Yeah. You ever met someone that can pop their eyeballs out and back in?
No, I have never. That sounds disturbing.
Me neither, but there are people who can do that.
Really? Damn.
Not like all the way out, right? But just like kind of out a little bit, right?
Like bulging out a little bit?
Yeah, like bulging to where it's like, you know, it's like past the kind of, you know, like past the socket. Yeah, then just popping back in. It's freaky, dude.
Maybe that's where the myth came out that if you sneeze with your eyes open, they'll pop out. Yeah, no, it's not. I remember too, like we learned about this in primary school, and like the first thing some idiot tried to do was sneeze with their eyes open. It's like,
of course,
there's got to be safer ways to test this.
No, if you teach that at a certain age, that's exactly what people are gonna do.
This was in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's borderline. That's borderline. When...
Yeah, folks, these are your healthcare professionals, by the way. I was in school for pharmacy, and.
A gente vê que uma coisa que tá sendo bem interessante é que a IDL não tá optando muito por utilizar o Tukuli.
Okay, the gold 1.5k in favor for IDL. I feel like the gold hasn't been that big for IDL, so.
No.
Dar esse espaço para esses carregadores também lutarem, são carregadores que
Kind of worrying.
muito bem nesse jogo. Então,
oh my, Tukui of all people died. Oh,
jeez.
That's so bad. If Marvin wasn't being held at bay by Io, that would have been a clean wipe. Damn.
Jeez.
Mas enquanto isso, na rota inferior, o 4 se aproveita muito bem.
Meanwhile, Cats is split pushing. Unironically though, whenever I make that joke, I'm thinking in my head like that's actually kind of good macro though. Like,
yeah.
You should be pressuring somewhere else if you're not like hard coming to that side. So yeah. And now Gold's dead even pretty much. Pain caught up. Dark Knight in Brazil, you say saúde, which just translates to health or healthy, to wish whoever is sneezing some good health. You see, that makes a lot more sense, because usually if you're sneezing, there is something wrong with your health, whether it be allergies or a cold or something. So, yeah, I think that makes a lot more sense. I hear now in Japan, apparently, or weeb culture, not Japan, but like weebs doing Japan, like when VTubers are like, when girls sneeze in Japan, they go taskeru, which is like, thank you. I don't know how true that is, okay? So, like, don't quote me on that. Like, if anybody knows the weeb culture better,
that is the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. That's really funny. It almost reminds me of, I don't know why it pops into my head, but it's like when you read the One Piece manga, right?
Yes. Oh, hold up.
Good fight.
Marvin's so dead. That pyroclasm is just bouncing like, oh, that wasn't even pyro actually. That was just base. I always get so confused by base brand damage. It gets so disgusting. It feels like it. Oh, and Giggs is getting chunked. Oh. Pain did so well, and then we threw. This should be an ideal pair.
The mid game was really good by them.
Yeah. Like, they were coming back in, and we were just throwing ults one at a time.
Woo!
Okay, they peeled off IDL though. I don't think IDL can do it anymore before Marvin's back. Okay, this unironically and properly is mission accomplished by Academy. Like, they didn't lose any extra people. The first two losses were already like written off. It was bad, but the rest of the team didn't just throw themselves in and die. Okay. Yes, One Piece 4-4.
When Brook, with every woman he meets, he has to see their panties.
Oh man.
Remind me of that.
Japan's such a wild place. Like, they seem so prim and proper on the surface, and then their media is just
yeah. I got the relatable underbelly.
The what?
Look, there's a reason it's got so much appeal. That's all I'm saying.
The relatable underbelly? I have not heard that term before.
Yeah, it's like not like the dark underbelly, right? 'Cause it's like, look, if this was just like, oh, these, you know, Japanese have this weird like perverted side. It's like, no, like the reason it kind of like sells, if you will, is because like every culture has that, right? But it is more kind of shocking when it is like Japan or like some Eastern cultures that are a little more kind of straight laced. Hold up a second.
Yeah. Okay, Pyroclasm.
Good equalizer. Oh!
He killed Cats though. That's huge. And Chrono Break's already down for her, so Marvin doesn't have backup.
Dude, Takui does so much damage.
Yeah. This is the Takui team for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Great stun from Giggs. It is not enough. Io still lives, and Marvin's on the wrong side of town.
How's the gold even, dude?
Oh, Yuki missed! Okay, the ignite's enough to get Marvin to back up. I mean, the teams are even. No, the fights are even. Oh, this comeback from it's Io. Nice dodge from Marvin. That's massive. Oh, Katz's turn. He has ult too. He has ult. Turn him.
Big.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
We are not the same. Ornn and Yone do not have the same team fight impact. Holy crap. They still traded 1-for-1. They got Tatsu though. IDL. So really dead even fight. 3-for-3, I think, at the end of it. Yeah, that's why the gold's dead even, I guess, because the teams right now are equally strong.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And with the skill and damages from both these teams right now, it truly does feel like whoever executes better in the fights just wins.
Yeah.
Team fights galore in Academy. Exactly. This reminds me of old school CBLOL a bit. Oh, I don't know if you saw the reactions to Envy's TP from this last weekend.
No.
Like in the base, people are like, this is old school CBLOL. Like the old Tel LEP port.
Yeah. No, that was an actual Tel-LEP port, dude. Actually.
Yeah, that was rough. I thought Envy already topped the charts with the teleport, with the screwed up Yone ult.
The Yone ult into Narnia. Yeah.
And you're just like, hold my beer.
Actually. That was so bad, dude.
talvez puxar
I don't know, man. I feel so bad for Envy. His decision making is so short right now.
Talvez seja pouco melhor nesse momento. E quando for rolar o dragão, você junta, dá uma mobada.
I mean, being on that low steam this entire split, like, kind of understandable why that would
Yeah,
happen.
he's just gone a little loopy.
Yep.
O foco das equipes agora tá realmente nesse controle da rota do meio. As rotas laterais estão um pouco esquecidas, tanto que a rota inferior tá puxando, né? O push é a favor.
Okay, Pain have full control over Baron right now.
Tá indo pra lá agora.
Good work from
Yuki.
Yuki.
Mas prefere se unir com a sua equipe.
I wonder if they just like sack this and go for Soul instead in a minute 30.
Pode decretar o objetivo para a equipe adversária.
Well, it's honestly not bad for Silver and for Corki. Even for Brand, actually.
Excuse me. A lot of noises coming from 4x4 today.
Is that where we go Tusker?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where you go Tusker.
Okay.
Yuki. Oh.
Yuki's so deep. Oh, that equalizer is massive.
Hidan. That was an awesome equalizer. Oh, and IL got no one with the Q2 or R2.
That is the picture perfect zoning ult. Oh, Cats gets it!
Big ult.
Yo, Flare hurts though. Those bounces. Dang, get out. Yeah, I think we might have hit the silver point. Like she might actually hurt more than the Brand Pyroclasm at this point.
They better have.
Yeah. 3-1 and 7. Yeah, with the upgrade, first upgrade went through. I was actually just going to comment for Shrimp's build too. I am not a fan of this Rylai's. Like, I understand why we're doing it for utility when you've got this much damage. If you have Blackfire Torch, I think this game's already over, actually.
Just for raw damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I think I see it both ways, right? Like, I think it's easy to, it can be easy to say that in hindsight, but it's like, you have, like, with Corki Sivir, you have so much damage, right?
Sure.
Like you want to kind of set them up.
That's true. That's fair. But I will say this now, and like in advance or any other thing, until it gets nerfed, I just think Blackfire Leandries is too broken. Like, build your Rylai's third item if you have to. Screw the Zonias. Like, you don't need to live. If you live, it's a bonus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get your ult out, make it bounce a couple times, and that's it.
Yeah, you just need to kill more people than you get killed, and your job's done, is Brand. Although if Cats gets his hands on Silver and Brand, it's GG. Yeah, true. Cats has been struggling to catch everybody though.
Oh, Tattoo miss.
Oh. Hidan found Takui in the backline solo. Oh, Marvin lives too! It's doable! It's so doable! Flare's caught! Oh my goodness. That is so sick. I want to replay. I want to slow down replay. There was so much that happened there. Okay, if they don't replay this, I will manually replay this after. Because that fight had so much happening.
Yeah, they'll probably do it right after the Baron.
Yeah. I think, yeah, they're probably just waiting to make sure that Io and Yuki didn't die there.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. There we go. Oh, because Tatu whipped everything. I thought they were donezo.
Yeah.
Man, Hidan's money this game with the equalizers. Yeah, Marvin living was just like the worst case scenario for IDL. They split. Oh, IDL split. They should have won the fight if they just chose the direction and played. But Hidan managed to kill Takui and that drew people away. And then they didn't actually focus enough to kill Marvin. Damn. Yeah, and that put IDL in actually a really horrific pincer spot when Hidan got the kill on Takui and wasn't punished. And then he could look for the reflank. Holy crap. That's illegal, man. PNG.A Academy, last split was the best late game team part on. Like, they were playing like Loud, where they just wait for 20 minutes and then team fight you.
Mm-hmm.
This split, they've been having such good early games, I feel like we've kind of forgotten that they were the best team fight team and late game team in CBLOL Academy. We're getting there again. Like, they should not be winning these team fights just based off skilling, actually. So sick. Dark Knight, if Marvin kited down, he would have lived. Maybe. Probably, actually. Oh, we burnt. 2 ults to make that happen. And Yuki's the one who dies. Okay. That's 4v5 too. Cats didn't even bother moving. Yo, IDL just needs to chill. Like, the game's not over yet, but if they force plays like that, they will lose this game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, the Sivir wave clear is good. You will probably lose 1 inhibitor turret, but if you play this right, that's all you lose. You might not even lose the inhib. Okay, Pain's going for the last standing inner. They want gold. How close are they to full build at this point? Okay, yeah, gold's still important. They're not full build yet.
Still a ways off.
Yeah, it's only Hidan.
Vão marchar agora pela rota superior, já tem ali o apoio dos 4 jogadores e o 4 permanece pelo meio do mapa, importunando e obrigando uma das peças a permanecer por lá. Vem já então.
Oh, what the? Oh my gosh, that's game. Oh my goodness. Look at how much damage Sivir did right there. Jeez. Okay. I'm actually kind of shocked. Like, I'm a Pain session and I'm shocked. This should have been 1-1, but we're looking at 2-0. Yeah. Like, they back off, they just reset. They've got supers pushing top and mid, they just go bot. Pick up Dragon along the way.
Hidan's got 10 kills.
Yeah. 10. I mean, like I said, this man's been money at the equalizers every single fight. The Dark Knight not over yet. Surely even I can't caster curse. To be fair, I don't think I caster curse that many games. More often than not, I'm right and I hate it that I'm right. I guess technically IDL could just straight up win a fight with Sivir's bouncing boomerangs if she doesn't get locked down. It's possible. Oh my goodness. Wow, over the wall, bro. That's so disgusting. And he's full build. Tirando espaço, né? 40 segundos de castigo pro caçador do DL, enquanto a PEN vai marchar pra dentro da base.
Que nem tinha como flechar, o Shrimp estava também no efeito de lentidão por conta das habilidades do Rumble, foi queimado por conta da Leander também, e agora a PEN com vantagem numérica, ela vem o DL.
Ele já vai tentando a fight sozinho, e olha pro tanque, o Aiel! Marvin já nesse passinho, já limpa o primeiro, chega o Deus da Forja, mas o teleporte é pra salvar vidas. Quat chega no pedaço, o Tukuli vai ser obrigado a recuar. A torre sobrevive, e o Aiel ainda tá tancando.
Okay, they lost Marvin at least, but they killed Flare, which is more important.
E querem garantir a última torre tier 3 que tá faltando aqui e vão levar esses 3 inibidores. Tá com cara de Pain, hesita porque vai ser um 2-0 e eles querem fechar essa partida. Foi um jogo difícil, mas eles chegaram lá.
9 torres já no chão, todos os inibidores ao dispor do time da PEN. Teremos esses Super Minions adentrando a base por todas as frentes. O IDL agora tá completamente desnorteado porque tem 1 minuto pra renascer o Barão. Ainda falta bastante pra gente ver essa possível alma que eu duvido que vai acontecer, porque já foram 6 dragões.
O trabalho agora da PEN é bem tranquilo, conseguindo.
Okay, they're up 2 kills, but 8,000 gold. I think that speaks a lot about like how much Pain was getting like gold either through CS or objectives the entire time they were down. That I think IDL's biggest gold lead was maybe 3K.
Yeah. Yeah, it couldn't have been much more than that.
Yeah, we'll see in the post game, but it's just so one-sided. Holy crap.
E ponto que eu queria destacar aqui também com essa questão do Warn aqui é que o Tukuli acabou tendo aprimorado o canhão fumegante ao invés do Gume do Infinito.
Colocou no slot, será?
Exatamente, não é igual antigamente que era o item.
I'm just thinking what this does to the mental of IDL as well.
Yeah.
Like going into game 3.
Yeah, when it's like you had it in your hand. Like you're just getting out team fought. It's like you beat your head into this Pain Gaming roster over and over again and you get nothing done.
Mas o canhão acaba não é que seja um item ruim necessariamente.
And you have better skills too. It's like
Yeah.
A efetividade é tudo.
E aí a equipe da PEN aproveita justamente essa efetividade e vão realizando mais um objetivo.
You know what? If Hidan were to go into CBLOL, I don't think I'd be as upset as I would have been last split.
Yeah. Because it depends maybe whose spot he takes, but
Yeah, he's really leveled up so much since the last time we saw him. That's all in the team fights, yeah. Yeah, ideal. Show me one good team fight, come on, where y'all pull the trigger. IO's tanky enough. If a face tank is how you want to kick this off, it's
no flare.
Oh, please no. Okay, Flare did a decent chunk on a tank, damn.
Tomou bastante dano, mas ele tem um Armog, então vai ficando agora fora de combate pra conseguir essa recuperação. Já tá voltando realmente com a sua vida cheia. O IDL tá se unindo. Eles têm boas respostas pra conseguir limpar a onda de minions, mas é em 3 frentes diferentes. Será que
If Hidan went to Los though. Oh, super clevers. Oh, hold up. Marvin? Whoa,
wow.
They got Hidan too! 2 for 1!
Aya with a phenomenal pick.
Oh, yeah? I guess we just need to see that engage of some sort, and Isle actually does it. Damn,
Takui does
huge.
so much damage.
Honestly, the damage numbers with Takui and Flare, they might actually out-damage Pain.
He's just shitting damage. It's unbelievable.
That's his inting.
I was gonna say no shot, right?
He should have died right there. I'm actually surprised he didn't. Okay, okay. But they successfully defended.
Yep. Brought the gold lead down from 8 to 5. Negative Baron power play.
I'm calling now. This game's gonna end on the cat's backdoor.
I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Takui has a 3.4 gold lead over Cats. I mean, it's balanced out by Hidan having double that in its upside over Io, but Io is not. Io's a tank, so understandable. Dark Knight, please end. I need to take out the trash.
Yeah, actually, no, I gotta pee.
Yeah, almost gonna take a break after this.
Yeah, group break. We're gonna take a lap. We're gonna get some fresh air, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes.
They gotta end first though, and I could see this going a while yet, you know.
Yeah.
Cloud Soul is not worth dying over, so.
Yeah, they could sack it.
Baron power play is still in effect too, so we still got like 2.5, 3 minutes before Baron becomes a thing. Oh, Hidan stuck into that bush. He's toasting them. Oh, they kill Flare. The fight is so much easier once Flare's down.
Dude, Hidan MVP.
Yeah, 100%, without a doubt. Holy crap, okay.
Great. I had no idea. And neither did IDL.
I know, right? Like, okay.
That
How
is
did he sneak in there?
How the hell? You know, I have zero idea. I don't
Yeah, I'm rewinding right now to see, like screw the fight. The fight was not important. It's more, how did Hidan get in there? So he walks through.
And he's just waiting.
Holy crap.
He waited for like a full minute.
Yeah, 38-27 is when he got there. He's not moving.
He's just standing there.
He did that without sweeping too. It's like he's betting basically that there was no ward in that bush.
Yeah. I think he could sense pretty early on that there wasn't, in fact, no ward because none of their movements indicated that they knew.
Goodness. Yeah, a solid 30 seconds because 38-27 was when he moved. He got into the bush. Damn, bro. What patience. What vision from this man. Like, genuinely. So many times we see people accept death bushes and they walk away early. You know, just because, like, oh, nothing happened. Like, it's too long. And then he just sat there for 30 seconds. Zero movement, just ready to go the entire time. Like, Marvin gets the Quadra, but that was Hidan's setup. Holy crap. Yeah, Darth, we'll be right back. That's crazy. That is so crazy good.
solitário, então ele acabava comprometendo demais a composição do IDL.
Insane play from PNG.A Academy. This is why they're number 1, bar none. Like, they should not have won this game. IDL should have won.
No.
If IDL can't win this, like, who the hell can? Like, maybe Fury Academy, and that's about it. I don't think
you're counting on just them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the draw from IDL too. I think this is a really good draw. If they had done this game 1, I'd have been much happier with what they did. Even the last 2 picks, like the Ornn and Sivir, they're not super meta right now. But I actually thought they were great picks for what they had. Getting another tank was going to be massive to deal with Rumble later on. And Sivir outskills the Zeri. So, yeah, the Zillion pick ended up not being terribly impactful, unfortunately.
As brechas que ele conseguia no jogo de Camille e que ele conseguiu nesse jogo de Rumble foram as mesmas em termos de
huge pin.
ultimate passa diferente, você pode
I did think though Giggs played the Zillion pretty well. Like I have no complaints with it. I just think compositionally in the end, like because it went so long, the revive wasn't as impactful.
Aquele ponto de arma que eu comentei durante a partida que comprometeu muito, se eles não sabiam quando a PEN ia fazer o barão, deu retorno à base, então acho que são pequenas
show us the damage numbers. I see that before I take the piss.
Só entrar no espaço da selva, esperar alguém fazer uma eliminação e
just realized
então
change the
pouco dessa
I know this was game 2. I had shit showing game 1 the entire time. Whoops.
Cobrar pouco mais, que a gente vê que a PEN Game faz isso com muito mais consistência e com muito mais eficiência também.
Eu acho que esse também
Yeah, the early game went so well for Yuki too, and then towards the end it felt like Yuki just did not respect how squishy he became.
No.
Like this was I think the beginning of the end. Like where Pain started finding wins. Yeah, why did Rumble ever fall out of meta in Brazil? Like, why did we forget? Why did we stop picking and playing him for like 2 weeks? I don't understand.
A questão do up do Ornn, né, por exemplo, a questão de algumas interações, de conseguir controlar a visão, acho que isso mostra bastante do que a equipe do IDL ainda precisa trabalhar esse conjunto, enquanto que a PEN, uma equipe que já tá junto há um pouco mais de tempo, pelo menos a base dela, conseguiu ser superior.
E eu acho que um dos erros que são mais grotescos, assim, em termos de como o IDL joga, é o assignment deles. Eu acho que o assignment deles acaba sendo meio torto, por onde os jogadores não é onde, por exemplo, aonde o Tukulli ou o Aiel deve ir, mas eu acho que
considering that you had a Zeri and a Yone, both with better skillings, I think it speaks volumes that Hidan was the most impactful player.
Então, acho que a PEN consegue muito bem. Acho que a posição de luta, tanto do Shrimp quanto do Yuki, também não tá
I suspect his damage will likely reflect that.
O Shrimp conseguiu brilhar, mas a gente toda hora via ou ele morrendo com flash, ou essa luta, por exemplo, ele tem o flash up aqui, ele toma o Q da Sejuani, toma o Q3 do Yone, então a gente vê que são pequenas falhas de execução, que se ele dá um flash e aqui ali e ulta, todo mundo morre. Então,
this fight, man, still.
Mas a gente vê que
if Marvin kites down, yeah, if Marvin kited down, he probably would have lived. That's fair.
Mas eu acho que se o IDL
because then he'd have the blast gun to play around. But it did not even matter at the end of the day. The fact that Hidan still managed to kind of re-engage, I think, was the biggest deal.
Da Rise, desculpa. Acabou sendo muito boa, mas eu acho que quando são jogadores com nível mecânico que são um pouco superiores ou que buscam um pouco mais de jogo,
and just Zonia's flame spitting the entire time.
Se eles querem ser um time que vai pra essa parte mais mecânica, eles precisam honrar essa mecânica.
Nada
so
sick. São os atuais campeões aqui do CBLOL Academy, né? Mudaram somente uma peça, mas pra mim o Hidan encaixou como uma luva dentro dessa equipe.
Okay, here comes the damage numbers.
A gente percebe como eles não se deixam.
Here's what we're here for. Yup, Hidan, 58.3k damage.
That is so much.
Yup, he almost doubled Cats. He doubled Cats. More than doubled Cats. Cats' Yone, I'm gonna be honest, not impactful.
No, he had a couple good ults, but like the raw damage wasn't there.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah, the CC portion I guess was worth, but also the brand, man, like Blackfire Torch, the entry's still too strong until they nerf it. Like I think you just gotta keep running that. Would have been better than the Rylai's. The slow, I don't think. At least I never noticed it changing anything significant. So,
yeah.
They show MVPs, right? In the game? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gotta be Hidan. Who did they give it to last game?
They gave it to oh, who the hell did they give it to?
There we go. I edited the MVP picture. I have to look at the stream to make this work, but
oh, Tatu.
Oh yeah, they gave Tatu.
Hello, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I edited the picture because I think this is a more accurate depiction of our MVP this game. It was barbecued shrimp. Actually, it looks kind of good. Not gonna lie, like food wise. But yeah, holy crap, feed on this game was nuts.
Estrelas, né? Na primeira partida o Tatu brilhou quase que integralmente, dessa vez o Ridan dá essa viradinha e agora a gente tem novidades
With that though,
nessa terceira partida, tá bom? O time da PEN agora vai
I am gonna take a quick bio break, get more water, use the washroom.
Same, yeah.
De repente, talvez a chave para a equipe do IDL tentar
baby.
essa virada
Okay.
de fato, o professor Shrimp não
Are
tava
you stepping away for a
performando
quick set,
muito bem.
chat? If you all need to run any errands, now's the time.
Yeah.
Jogou muito bem com uma estreia, né, dele no CBLOL de Kha'Zix,
Mas que é o
então...
campeão assinatura dele também.
Exato.
Então eu acho que o grande ponto é esse, e o Fillers vai diminuindo as opções também, mas eu acho interessante colocar mudar um pouco o ar, mudar o lado. Acho que pode ser um bom caminho para eles conseguirem achar a vitória.
E de áreas mudadas, a gente volta daqui a pouquinho pro jogo 3. Não saiam daí que o CBLOL Academy volta já.
Sabe como podemos mudar o jogo que a gente tanto ama? Incluindo todos que também amam jogar. Fazer a diferença nesse game passa pelas nossas mãos.
E pelas mãos de todos que querem o melhor para essa comunidade.
Porque quando a gente abraça outros players, transformamos a nossa rede de apoio em uma comunidade que se apoia como um todo. E damos voz a quem tem o poder de transformar nosso jogo.
É por isso que um campeão de verdade escolhe abraçar a diversidade.
E isso não tem preço.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so it looks like we're getting ready for game 3. And it's looking, I mean, dare I say it? It's kind of looking like it might be a 3-0 right now. Like, generally, when I was asking for earlier, like, his thoughts on the mental, because... Oops, forgot to get rid of that picture. Like, after a game like that, what do you do as IDL, right? Like, you had a good draft, you had a good game, you still lost. I'm not gonna lie, super rough. Super, super rough. I just do not know. How do you bounce back from that? Sheesh. In-game Academy looking like the real deal though. And there's still so many meta picks up, right? Like Zyra's still up and available. What actually did get banned? Yeah, because yeah, Zyra was actually available that game. So if that's the AP jungler you want to go with, that's fine. Maokai is still up and available, pretty much untouched this series if you're still looking for utility. Sure, you won't have a Yone again for Cats, but there's plenty of other mid lane picks you can kind of go with. Oh, excuse me. If you want like a skilling AoE style mid laner, Vladimir was something that I know it's permanent ban against Kina, but Cats has played Vladimir once or twice as well to incredible effect. As for game 3, I'm actually curious if IDL is still up for the blue side. I think the draft in game 2 was good. I think blue side is actually really important for IDL now, especially since Tukui has looked best in champions where you can sustain damage and you can carry on a team fight in. Like, the Corki was excellent for him. Maybe you open up the Ezreal and you first pick the Ezreal on the side of IDL. Force Pain to ban it. It feels like that sort of mechanical style champion with a lot of mobility that would play perfectly well for Tukui in specific. And you can get Shrimp, you know, something like a Zyra as well. I could see that kind of working out for them. Yeah, I don't think IDL like messed up game 2 by any means. Like game 1, I do put a lot of blame at IDL's feet for how game 1 went, but I think game 2 was fine. I think they did all the right things in game 2. If anything, it was just... Yeah, even when I criticized Shrimp's build, I don't think that was what cost them the game. It's just Pain Gaming Academy was somehow able to stay in the game and just outplayed at the end. Like, Hidan with the sneaky bush was just insane. 2x KO. I guess this is for the LoL esports side of it, like the competitive end of it. I've seen some gameplay. I don't play fighting games myself, but it looks really cool. FGCs are not my thing. Yeah, in this third game, I think champs pools would normally be pinched a little bit, but both teams have already started showing us some spice, and that means I think there are still some meta picks available if they want to do it. Because they started early. Yeah, but I'm really curious. I do think the bans start to matter now. The side starts to matter. First pick starts to matter. Yeah, and keep in mind, IDL has been blue side and banning Lucian and Ezreal up to this point. Nidalee and Lee Sin are both available because they've been banned out rather than picked. Tatu can play both of them as well as Shrimp. Like Shrimp, we're banning the Lee Sin against Shrimp, we're banning the Nidalee against Tatu, but they can, both of them can play either side of it. So another thing that could effectively be first picked away. Yep, IDL is blue side, okay. I agree with that call. I do think it's really, really important. Yeah, I'll open it up later when I screenshot, but for now I just want to see the bans more than anything else. Yeah, Nidalee is not insanely strong. It's more just that Tatu is really good on the champion, and he's been able to really leverage the aggression out of it in the early game. Leverage that much.
Mas vale lembrar que é uma escolha alternada ainda, não é blind pick, pessoal.
Ainda tem que ver qual é o adversário, né, pra saber que você vai escolher. Bom, aqui os banimentos vão seguindo teoricamente os mesmos, então agora só mudando um pouco mais da questão de ordem, de sequência, mas o Maokai não tinha aparecido como banimento.
Okay, we talked about the Maokai being up. They're just removing that. The respect that Tatu's showing right now, and understandably so. This guy has been insane. Even the Sejuani, like on Sejuani, it's hard to stand out as much, but Tatu's been able to be very aggressive with it still. Other than that, I'm trying to think back. Like Tatu's been playing things like Viego, Talia, Vi's already been picked. That's off the table. Brand's off the table. He hasn't showed Zyra, but I'm gonna assume that Zyra's on the table. And here we go. Yeah, exactly as I called for. The Ezreal is going to be left open for IDL. I wonder if Pain banned it.
acaba se complicando.
Nope, okay.
Mas Azir sendo banido, o EZ tá aqui passando.
And IDL has to first
Você
pick
pode
this.
acabar trocando por algum caçador, talvez uma Zyra, então que ela
We
pode
cannot be
fazer
leaving
mais,
Ezreal open and then
não
not
tem
first
que dar
picking
hit,
it like
não tem
this.
range pra responder mais, então
So.
pode ser que seja uma escolha interessante pra esse 1-2. Quero ver qual vai ser essa escolha, porque o EZ tá disponível, a gente sabe que é um campeão bem forte e tá lá.
Okay,
EZ foi
unquestionable.
escolhido por parte da equipe do DL. E
Yeah, Zyra goes
tá
over
sendo
Sasu. Again, if you can play Brand,
é a campeã
you've probably
que
put in
aparece
some time on the Zyra at this level.
Considerando também que mesmo diante dos enfraquecimentos que a Zyra
You might not play it as
sofreu,
well, but
controla o terreno com muita
still
facilidade,
a really strong
né?
option.
Tendo ali as suas plantinhas posicionadas e o EZ sendo campeão muito móvel, fica chato de lidar.
Yeah, Triss cannot be
Uma
played. It was already
leve
picked.
passada ali na Champion Pool do
Well, actually, I
Mar,
realized that
que
this is
mostrou
blocking the
que
pick,
mostrou
so
também
sorry.
ali
There we go.
agora a Calistinha.
Yeah, Triss got played game 1
Já
by
que essa
Cats, so.
Kalista lá na nossa fase regular, ainda não apareceu aqui
Do
no
we slam a
salvo
Kalista here for Marvin? That's
ela
interesting.
precisa de muita
Into an Ezreal, no less. Okay. I actually don't feel like that's that strong. A pick into Ezreal early. Like with the Arcane Shift, he's kind of safe. He outranges you. I think it depends on your supports at this point.
Não, é porque eu olhei a Shyvana, eu olhei a Shyvana.
Oh, the Shyvana jungle. We saw it come out from Furia on the tie breaks. No, the tie breaks? No. When did we see this? We saw this in CBLOL last weekend. I can't remember who played it now, actually. But I like the call. That is a very effective poke comp we're seeing from IDO already. A lot of range, a lot of poke. As much as I like the idea of it, I don't know if this is the time you... You're tipping your hand real early right now. Like there's a lot of space and time for Pain to counter this, and you just need hard engage. Like it's good into Zyra, but between Kalista and Autos, you already have so much hard engage. If they get some sort of hard engage topside or in jungle, or sorry, mid lane. Mid lane's kind of hard, but if they get engaged topside, this is going to be... This could be not bad for Pain.
Se você não estiver hitando, não estiver lutando. E também gostei da escolha que a PEN fez aqui, porque eles priorizaram justamente no suporte. Pegando esse Nautilus e banindo o Brown...
Good, we're banning Braum. I'm really appreciating how much respect they're seeing against the Braum.
E a gente vê que ele tá realmente dando mais a prioridade pro solo laners nesse momento aqui. Beleza aqui.
Alistar is still open for IDL if they want to disengage. Plus, not disengage. Tankier support who can engage and disengage. Or not. Okay, we banned it.
Que são os únicos dois campeões aí, são mais parrudos, são mais tanques. Então acaba sendo uma dinâmica bem interessante. Tem aquele galho que a gente comentou naquele momento, mas o galho não encaixa muito bem.
The shift was by Los Grandes, their win over Kaboom. That was who it was. He's played it. Should have remembered that. I mean, it's one of Los Grandes' few wins. Ooh, I do not like the Aurelion Soul here. It's not the worst pick, it's just that you're... the range on A-Soul's ult gets kind of ridiculous and ludicrous, but it does take time. Okay, we are doing this from Pain Gaming. Straight up, massive teamfight comp. I mean, it covers the weaknesses of the scaling from Kalista really well. Kalista and Zyra should give you enough of an early game, you'll get there. It's just literally the poke that I'm not liking. Like, you're picking A-Soul into poke is kind of rough. And then IDL is doing random things. I do not like this IDL. Why are we doing this? Why Galio support here? Just pick disengage. You have poke. You don't want to fight. Galio cannot help you. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this from IDL. I really like the first 3 picks. Like this was great. You know, solid. I like it. Then this is just I don't know, man. Like I can live with the Kennen because you wanted like a safe blind and it's got AoE. You can disengage with it. You can look for the engage if the terms are favorable. But the Galio is just a no-no to me. I just don't see how Galio is going to play out the team fights. I guess you're picking the Galio strictly for lane. Like it does decently well into Nautilus. I guess that's what we're looking for. Okay. Renekton R5 is also not good for me from Pain. Like we are picking this into Kennen. You counterpicked yourself. I don't know what we're doing. The last picks from these teams are baffling me right now. I do not understand.
Pegou esse galho justamente para ter esse controle de área pouco maior, mas para fazer esse controle maior ou fazer uma jogada...
I do not understand, I do not approve.
Acessar essa backline, quem tem que entrar primeiro é justamente o Kenny, porque a Shyvana, ela não vai entrar no meio do povo.
Yeah, like this whole A-Soul R4-2 was like not great. If they didn't opt to like, go into your A-Soul, then I just don't see the the benefit this ace will brings to your team other than a win harder button. Like after we find the engage, the ace will help us win harder. And then the Renekton is just into a cannon no less. This is a counter matchup or a self counter matchup. Yeah. Welcome back to our night. French chase. Hey man, actually no, it's not French chase. It is BRJ's. It's IO playing it. Oh wait, no, is it IO playing it? No. Sorry, you're right. It's French chase. Sorry, it is Takui playing it. Then Ezreal AD carry. Sorry. Green frame for a second. Yeah, I mean, I believe Takui can pilot it. I just don't like the way Ideal is split. Hello, Bren. Welcome, friend. Good to see you again from international waters, I assume. Pro top laners love picking red. Exactly, right? Like B1 and Renekton is already tilting me enough because there are counters into him, but this is like a flat out self counter. Like we see time and time again, Kennen being picked as an answer into Renekton. I just don't know why we're picking the Renekton into the Kennen. It's just super weird. Yeah, my brain is melting from these drafts. This is not what I thought we'd see when we hit game 3, Fearless. Let's put it that way.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had a friend call me about something. I had to sort something out.
No worries, buddy. I left the draft on screen there.
Okay.
So you can see it.
Dude, the Shyvana's like a thing.
Yeah, it is a valid thing now. Like I actually kind of like it. And the fact that Los won with it, I think tells you a lot about how good it can be. And like Ezreal, Shyvana, Jace, absolutely great. Like that's a great start to this draft. Great poke composition. They saw the Zyra too. One of the ways you beat Zyra is you just outrange her and don't play within her garden. Kallista's pretty short range. I like the picks. And then they did weird things with the rest of that draft. Like we got triple poke and then we randomly decided
then dive.
Yeah, like engage. Like what the hell?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
On the bright side, Pain also self-countered themselves to the Renekton, so it's not the end of the world. Like if Ideal get a
R5 Renekton.
Yep. Yeah, into a B4 cannon. That's exactly what I was wishing about before he got back.
Oh.
It's so weird. If Ideal get a lead though, they're gonna be they should have no problems closing this game out. I was gonna say they would win, but then I remember last game. Yeah, Pain on the other hand, I don't really like that they don't have enough. Like Kalista and Auto is a good way to force engages, but I would have liked to see, I don't know, like a Malphite top lane. You know, something that can kick a fight off on your terms.
Yeah.
Like out of all the potential topics you could pick, not just into Kennen, but just into the composition of Ideal as a whole, I think Renekton's one of the worst. Like the Galio Kennen will actually be good disengage, or at least good counter engage into a Renekton trying to die. I don't know. If the game goes long enough, freaking Aurelion Soul Spirit Bomb will just destroy the whole map anyway, so.
Yeah.
Technically, scaling's on Pain's side. Technically.
Aguardando esses momentos, tiveram uma visão setada aqui também, né? A equipe do lado azul coloca já essa sentinela pelo chegar, né, do covil das Aquâminas. Primeira vez nessa série que a gente vai ter.
I am down to watch another Shyvana game. I have heard and I understand theoretically why she's good. I'm actually just not familiar with her jungle pathing and how fast she is. Renekton with press the attack, is that correct? Into Kennen, it is, yeah, not bad. Because you're probably not going to stick long enough to get full Conqueror like benefit. And if you running Grasp within dying isn't going to work because you're not going to be able to proc it into range. So I don't hate press the attack as your option. I just hate the Renekton pick in general.
Yeah, especially in this scenario. It just feels really, really bad.
It's super weird too because Hidan actually has a decent champion pool. Like, why do we have to fall back into this? Yeah, maybe they're playing the long con for because the current score is 2-0. Maybe they're just removing the Renekton so that next game.
Sure. Yeah. Just close the series out. Go home early. Go get some dinner and celebrate.
I honestly actually lost it more time to today. Like, I didn't try and book anything after this because I was like, oh, surely this series is going to be good, right?
Yeah.
And definitely not because I thought the games would be happening starting like 4 hours later because of the video. Oh, wait, yeah, I didn't even see that, Dark Knight. Actually, yeah, they subbed out Shrimp.
Oh my goodness.
Shrimp was so cooked, they took him out. Okay, I know nothing about Letter. We saw Letter, like,
Yeah, the Kazakhs.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
the
yeah,
last
the
second.
Kazakhs game where you sent me the post after that. Apparently, he's never played it on
Yeah,
Summer's Rift.
First time Kazakhs, which is unbelievable.
There was a tweet from Takui that 44 forwarded me. And it turns out, like, Takui was like, oh, you know, have you played it before? It's like, yeah, on Wild Rift.
Yeah, not even like ARAM, on Wild Rift.
Hey, to be fair, his Kazakhs look good, so...
Oh, no, it was great.
No, but I'm not telling you that Shrimp played this Kazakhs. I'm telling you, Shrimp didn't, and it was Letter who played the Kazakhs.
Guardar sua sentinela ainda para conseguir guardar a segunda onda de acampamento do adversário para você ter um pouco mais de informação. Mas é isso, os caçadores estão com o PF espelhado, só que cada de lado.
Yeah, that's actually wild. We subbed out Shrimp. Understandable though. Tatu has just been bodying him. Okay, Tatu learned from the school of karaoke. This is a karaoke style Zyra gang. You just walk in and dare you to do anything. And it works!
Fair enough.
Oh, Cats dies? Yeah, Cats. You know what? At least Cats fed his own laner, so that's his problem. I really like the way Tatu ganked though. I feel like that's the way you're meant to actually play Zyra jungle, and I kind of don't like it when you just power farm the entire time.
No, the ganks are good.
Yeah, like it's just a very different gank style. So if you're not familiar with Zyra, like I feel like that shows. And if you're familiar and good with her, then you should be ganking the way Karaoke and Tatu are ganking. Like especially the turret dies, because first of all, like you get pinned into really bad situations, and if you can unload the full combo from Zyra, it does disturbing amounts of damage early at just 1 point each. Okay, Ideal's bot lane should know that Tatu would be looking bot next. Yeah, they got words. Okay, they see Tatu. I always feel like these cinematic shots are so beat up.
I know, right? They look so much worse than they actually are.
Yeah, I think Paint Chip just tanked one more shot for Cats, but it is what it is. Yeah, this was my concern with Shyvana. She used to be really fast jungler, but really bad at early skirmishes. I guess it's still kind of the same. Like, she's farming, able to keep up with Zyra. Zyra did get nerfed a little bit, but yeah, can't actually fight early.
Que ela pega, e aí o primeiro já foi negado porque a PEN conseguiu garantir.
E acho que é isso que a PEN conseguiu identificar muito bem. Talvez eles até consigam fazer as vacilarvas aqui. A gente tá vendo que o Tatu
I was just missed a shuriken on static targets.
Broke his own ankles. It's hard.
Maybe he expected the Void Grubs to juke, you know?
They're sneaky. They're sneaky little buggers.
Okay. We split 2-1. That's fine. We don't split 2-1? Please focus the Void Grubs, Tatu? Why are we... You do not win this 3v3! Cats is too low! Okay, mate, I was wrong. We do apparently win the 3v3. What?
Renekton things.
Oh,
Tatu, you beauty.
And the Call to Me keeps Heat on alive!
No way, dude.
Oh! Yes! He juked it by standing still!
Heat broke his ankle.
Oh my goodness. History repeats itself.
Heat just shattered Takui's ankles. Oh my goodness, dude.
Holy crap! I'm sorry, I'm disproportionately amused by that. But also, I did not think Pain could win that. I thought Cats was going to die early, which he did. and they were gonna lack the damage, but Hidan and Tatu, man, these two are just MVPing this series much. Holy crap. Yeah, I knew I made the right choice as a Pain fan to watch Academy.
Exactly, there you go.
Oh, Tatu died?
Mas olha o Leder pra cima do Tatu. O Tatu tem seu flash e vai escapar.
Oh, no shot. He's still in the minion wave. Yeah. I think to survive, he needed to get over here and then flash the wall instead of trying to flash like just out to safety that way. Yeah, Cats. Oh, he got the kill onto Isle? What? Wait, Hidan's flash is almost up too. Oh, and Letter just ran out of time. Yeah, Takui's so dead. Okay, so it's 2 for 2 at the end of the day. Damn. Yes, Dark Knight. Hidan did win MVP. Already deleted the picture. I had a picture of barbecued shrimp as the MVP. Over Hidan. I mean, he did cook shrimp so hard that shrimp got benched, so... I also have zero sympathy for the way Cats is just getting farmed right now. You picked Asol. And I did not like the pick, so... Dying to me just feels like that is the expected outcome right now.
Tô gostando pouco da maneira que está sendo executada e como está sendo rodada, mas o Leder vai conseguir escalar muito bem. Tem essa lança de Shojin que também acaba demorando um pouco. É um item bem caro, é um item que custa 3.100, 3.200.
Okay, so Pain has a 1k gold lead just from this top side pretty much. Bot side surprisingly even.
Ela conseguir chegar nesse spike e se esse poder todo acaba demorando também, mas o que acaba salvando também esse
How did Flare get the assist? I don't remember.
É que ele também escala com AD, escala com AD e escala com AP. Então, até o skin de AD até acaba sendo um pouquinho melhor, se eu não me engano, tá? Eu posso estar falhando aqui, mas ainda assim escala muito.
Tá valendo, a gente passa pano pra você, professor. Já você sabe.
It could have been worse. Cats could have picked Kalista. Honestly, I would actually think Kalista into Jace might be better than Asol into Jace. At least you could contest Jace early. Like, Asol just can't do squat into Jace. And the Jace got picked pretty early too. Like, wait, let me double check that. Is it? Yeah, Asol was picked second round. So you... I guess you thought you were running into the Ezreal maybe. Asol into Ezreal makes more sense, I guess.
É, por enquanto aqui agora também vai ter os objetivos voltando no mapa aqui. O dragão volta aqui um pouco menos de 25 segundos. E a gente vê o Tatu se movimentando pra parte de cima do...
So I think Letter might have played Wild Rift, like, not professionally, but like really well.
Yeah.
Or...
Yep.
Yeah. He also, in Grandmaster solo queue, he almost dropped a 20 burger on Shyvana jungle.
Dang.
He went 19, 3, and 6.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. You know what? Maybe this was like a tactical substitution. Like,
yeah, let's not the player, and they're just like, look, we want to play Shiv, and this dude knows what he's doing.
I like the idea of that, especially if Fearless Draft becomes like mainstream. Then
yeah,
it's like 6-man, 7-man rosters make more sense. But at the same time, I also think that's still an indictment on Shrimp, who has already a weird champion pool, which should benefit him in Fearless.
Yeah.
And while we were looking that up, Cats did finally get a kill as Pain collapsed into mid lane and punished Takeaway. Okay, we have to fight for these Void Grubs, right? Like, we picked a dicey 3v3 earlier. Oh yeah, that TP from Hidan. Oh yeah, Hidan. Holy crap. This Croc is unreal. Oh my goodness.
This game is spiraling out of control.
Yep, this is game 1 over again.
Yeah, actually.
Holy. Dark Knight, pretty sure he was a pro in Bayano's team in Wild Rift. Okay, and he had a crazy win streak, crazy win or trophy win streak. I remember which it was. Either way, I mean, that's still huge.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because a lot of the mechanics don't transfer from Wild Rift to League, so...
No.
Even the macro is kind of different, which is why I don't cast Wild Rift, because I'd have to like relearn all the timings and everything.
Chotados, a equipe da PEN chegou lá, colocou a IDL pra correr e aí com isso a PEN tem a vantagem.
Maybe that's the secret. We need to make the Wild Rift to League of Legends pathway to pro, you know?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Nesse ponto aqui vai se desdobrar uma coisa porque a Shyvana precisa fechar logo esses itens para poder acelerar e começar.
You can click hits on the phone, you can click hits with the mouse, something like that.
Nesse cenário, sendo que a PEN sempre tem a vantagem de tempo, sempre tem a vantagem de
Yo, we are just bullying this top side.
mais uma vez.
Chega o Quats voando, tá? Então com
Jeez.
Oh, Takui cleans up again and gets bounty. Okay.
Okay, you got one. Got
We
one.
get two. Oh, Rylai's is in now.
abate pra cima do Ridan que estava muito forte, então é uma
Okay, normally, I've said this before, IDL is a Takui carry team. In the past, because they were very, very questionable, but this game... Oh, Marvin! You beautiful beast! That was a perfectly timed ultimate. Yeah, but this game, Takui has to carry, not because his team, like, is as a whole sucking, but just because he's picking up all the kills.
Yeah. No, that's well said.
Like, Flair's actually doing fine on bot, for the most part. Yes, he's behind a little bit of CS. That happens into Kalista when you're not playing an early game champion. Io is getting bodied for other reasons. Mostly because Tatu set up a tent. And Litter technically didn't do anything wrong. Like, he's power farming. I think it's too late for Litter to try and salvage this topside, though. Which kind of sucks when the Renekton should have self-counter pick, but Hidan's making Renekton actually look decent into Kennen.
Assim, você conseguir dar espaço que ele possa usar a translocação arcana pra frente, ele consiga dar os disparos místicos pra frente também e conseguir ser muito agressivo, porque a gente vê a composição.
Oh, I remember what I said earlier about how, like, generally for Dragon Hero grub trade specifically, like, if the team's playing right, you should be able to, like, cross map and answer every time. Like, Pain actually picked up one full set of Void grubs, and I would argue they contested both and dragons. Like, I think that's partially on IDL.
Yeah.
A gente confere agora nos 14 minutos a equipe da PEN garantindo esse arauto do vale e já vem voando de novo Quats, buscando isolamento, a âncora não encaixa e dessa vez o IDL responde muito bem, responde num timing apropriado. As barricadas já caíram.
The more I watch Cat Shine play this game, the more I'm thinking that this entire comp from IDL is a F you don't get to play Cats.
Yeah.
Like, every single lane is something good against them.
Oh, actually.
Again, that was a R4 pick. I have very little sympathy for Cats. you knew what you were doing when you picked that. And it's fine. They don't need him to carry this game anyways right now. Like, Hidan's so far ahead. Marvin's doing pretty decently. Tatu is quietly being a monster again, 3-1-5.
Yeah.
Folks, you've seen enough Pain gets playoffs in CBLOL. Ah, yes, but have you seen Pain gets trophy in CBLOL Academy? I have not seen enough of that. Only one split so far. I want more. Like I said before, I really enjoy Academy. It's a salve to my wounded mind after watching CBLOL sometimes. For so many reasons. For drafting, for gameplay. Oh, less the gameplay. More drafting and for trophy reasons. Oh, beautiful Herald use. Set up for Dragon. You can even charge this in, actually. There we go, Tatu. Oh, they don't get first break. Damn. That's kind of shocking. Okay, maybe the macro wasn't completely perfect from Pain there.
Isso mostra como a PEN está sempre a passo à frente da equipe do IDL. Eles têm a vantagem de mapa porque o IDL veio primeiro.
Low-key, part of me was wishing Tatu would just leave that ward in the back of the pit after having seen it. Just to, like, rub salt in the wound for IDL and be like, yeah, I know you see this. I also know you can't do anything about it.
Só que o grande problema da Alma ser tão cedo nessa partida é que a Shyvana talvez não tenha tempo de fechar a própria Leander, porque ele pegou as cinzas do destino ali, então precisa de um pouquinho mais de 1.500 de ouro para conseguir fechar essa finalização. Então eles precisam farmar mais rápido possível, dar um pouco mais de espaço para essa Shyvana jogar, porque o mapa vai estar
Zero Dragon Shift, yeah. Exactly, Wilkes. This is so painful for Letter right now. Oh.
Goodbye.
We did not need ult there. But you know what? That's fine. It's like the whole ward situation, right? I'm going to do this, and there's nothing you can do about it, nor can you punish this.
parte superior, vai tentar hitar, mas a gente já vê a movimentação. O Marvin
And
tá
to think,
tentando
this
ali na
was
parte superior, então
expected by some people to be the grand finals match.
Yeah, that did not turn out.
Segunda torre a favor do time da PEN, já pressionando a vantagem de gold à frente. A gente tem ali o tempo de nascimento do primeiro barão.
Even I didn't expect this to be a 3-0.
A equipe do IDL
3-1
No,
maybe,
no.
but not 3-0.
Mas essa recuperação
And not in this fashion.
deve vir junto com o Tucuiri, né? Se a gente olhar no outro,
That game too, man. It still bugs me. IDL should have taken that game too.
pouco à frente do adversário pro lado do IDL.
Yeah,
Então,
no, they really should have.
a sua Muramana, fechou o seu segundo item, tá naquele spike do Jace que pode ser crucial pra a equipe do IDL conseguir se recuperar na partida.
Yuki já foi ele paralisado rapidamente, consegue sobreviver ao passo que o Letter deu aquela empurrada de
Dark Knight, she
volta,
doesn't
mas
kill her
ainda
own kin.
perigoso, dando
That's the entire like
sua
kit of
forte.
Shyvana though, is that she does kill dragons.
18 minutos de partida, a equipe da PEN começa a assumir o domínio da selva que
It's a different culture, you know,
e
dragons.
podem, inclusive,
You have to
levar
kill
esse
each other to
jogo
get
pra
stronger. They're not
A
like
gente tá vendo
humans.
como ele não tá conseguindo responder muito porque
We kill
a
each other
PEN
for fun,
consegue
apparently.
fazer essa pressão, avança muito bem, mas eu acho que eles precisam ser um pouco mais proativos. Talvez o Yuki colocar alguma sentinela em algum flanco, aí tentar buscar alguma jogada.
Okay, Takui's still staying ahead of Cats. Oh, hello,
Eles
YouTube.
perderam um
Thank
pouco
you.
desse timing aí, porque
Oh, come on, YouTube.
perderam um pouco desse timing aí, porque até voltar ao objetivo.
Every time my YouTube freezes like that, I quickly check my stream to make sure my stream didn't drop.
Yeah.
Essa jogada, a gente tá vendo que a IDL tá sendo bem limitada nesse ponto. E acho que
Dark Knight pacifist run basically for litter right now. Really progressive among dragons.
e conseguir criar alguma jogada e pegar uma vantagem, pegar esse shutdown.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the game that litter should be trying to play hard pacifist mode on.
Acelerar
You know?
essa otimização deles.
No.
Tá faltando um pouquinho de proatividade. Eu entendo que eles estão um pouco mais concentrando as energias pra esse próximo dragão que vai ressurgir em 2 minutos e 30, mas ainda assim, eles precisam ser um pouco mais criativos, porque se eles continuarem assistindo o jogo desse jeito, o ritmo vai ser: a PEN vai pegar a alma, a PEN pode forçar um barão, a PEN pode forçar um ancião, então
4K down at 90 minutes isn't the end of the world.
se o IDL jogar de uma
Let's be
forma
honest,
muito
Kate Academy would be more of the true finals. I actually don't know how I feel about that.
jogadas, mas você
I
responsivo,
feel like Kate Academy is weaker than it was last split, personally.
Yeah.
Esperando, né,
No,
o
last split they were really solid.
do
Yeah,
Letter.
especially since they benched Sorolu.
Momento crucial justamente pra
Like
isso.
again, I understand like they're doing it for other reasons. It's not like the hands history that they're looking at. But I don't know. I don't feel like Lux's in-game shot calling has necessarily made up for the hands that Sorolu has had. It's a cleaner macro, I'll give you that. But
Vão pra cima do pitch, já coloca então a sua última
dude, we are
estratégia de chegada,
abusing IO here.
O Nautilus vem a entrada heróica, mas de novo o Yuki tá um pouquinho atrasado pra salvar o seu aliado.
Oh, and we baited
Chega
Letter.
com o
That's
dragão,
beautiful.
Letter vem com a sua descida, também
Does
está
Tatu die,
na
though?
já utilizado brevemente, se entrega no abraço dos adversários e é eliminado rapidinho. Vem o Céus cair.
Cats wants his revenge.
Tá dando demais em quem sobrevive.
Not quite there yet.
Letter e Yuki sai no limite da vida.
E o Yuki não tá no limite, não.
Ele não sobrevive não, ele vai ser eliminado, mas sobra
Yeah, okay.
dois.
Like
Yeah.
this is beyond comps at this point.
Perdem muito nessa breve fight aqui pela torre.
Like IDL's poke comp on paper should still be able to do something. They aren't. Like Pain is just outplaying them. Pain is just far ahead enough, and they know their champions well enough that they're saying we
Yeah.
dive.
Conseguiram forçar muitos recursos importantes, que era a entrada heróica, conseguiram forçar quase todos os
Pop and jungle diff, yeah. This series largely has been.
Pra esse
I would expect one of them to get MVP again.
essa alminha da PEN,
Yeah.
não tem jeito.
complicado, né? E o Letter agora
I guess that's the question. Who do we think gets MVP from Pain? Hidan or Tatu?
You could say Hidong's who's into a losing matchup, had really good early skirmishes.
Yeah, okay.
Still has 12 out of 14 KP on a Renekton is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. The more I think about that, like the top lane KPs are usually the lowest KPs, and he's absolutely doing work.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't agree?
And he,
Okay.
and he has the highest by
Yeah.
like a long shot. Not a long shot, because Tatu has 11, but still.
Okay.
A way to buffer the knockup with the unstoppable, and that's about the only positive thing that happened for IDL that whole fight.
Yep, and then Hidan arrived like a wrecking ball. Okay, Cats gets a triple.
Cats has shown up. He has scaled. He has arrived.
E a gente tá vendo que o Hidan quer continuar a jogada.
See, this is the reason why, as good as Cats is, I, to a certain extent, didn't have Cats as high as Tiosh. Was because Cats has a team which lets him do things like this. Where you can
Yeah.
lose lane, pick a bad matchup into not just your lane, but into the entire enemy comp, and just get to skill for free anyways.
Jogada legal, normalmente colocam mais
Like, this feels like the Tinon stream, you know? Like, this is what Tinon wants to be able to do.
A Zara também aproveita muito bem, tem essa Liandre, são duas auxiliando esse nosso objetivo faz então. A PEN pegou
That's like how the very tail end of that Cats gets knocked out.
10 mil de ouro de vantagem. Alma Barão. Que atropelo.
Realmente a gente achou que de repente
Yeah, he went from like 0-3 to 6-3-5 on this already. So, and Hidan picked up a GA. Oh my goodness, that's gross.
Poderia ser o de virada, mas até
That's
então,
gross.
a equipe da PEN tá bem dominante, poderiam até se dividir mais no mapa para alcançar mais.
I need to get a vomit emote onto my VTuber model for precisely situations like this.
Yes.
I will have that ready by tomorrow. They did Soul Drake and Baron. Yeah, exactly, right? It's just sick, man.
É, e a gente vê que 10 mil de ouro de vantagem pra
10k gold lead with Baron. Exactly on schedule.
caras, mas que são muito eficientes, ainda mais que atrapalham o cenário de luta, vai complicando demais. Então nesse ponto aqui o IDL tem que realmente
Okay, we are gonna try and kill Hidan. The operative word here is try.
Yeah.
Uma chance de voltar no jogo.
Vai ultimate ligada já, o Ael
He has not Dominus yet. Oh, he held the Dominus. And he still has GA too. Oh my goodness, he killed Takui before he even died! Oh my goodness! And he's gonna come back. Oh, that's 3!
Oh my goodness.
Holy crap! We had to 5-man this guy, and he's got 3 kills. Granted, not all 5 at the same time, but nevertheless, like, oh my god, I needed that puke emote now.
Well, that was a series.
I am simultaneously very happy and very disgusted. I don't know what to feel right now. Like, I wanted to see more. We've only seen pretty much 2-0s. I think we had 1 3-game series in the first round. Did we even have that, actually? Let me double check. Yeah, we got 1, which is Kate Star's Kaboom Academy. That's the only game we've seen more than a clean sweep from. Everything else has been clean sweeps. This was the promised series.
I hope that bodes well for the next round, but woof.
Yeah. Wolf is right. Holy crap. We're just being gratuitous with our ultimates right now. Oh my god, he harms you.
Agora eles vão ter que recuar, pelo menos momentaneamente. Não tem onda de milhas. O Giggs quer continuar.
O Giggs tá sedento por ancoradas. Vai agora obrigar-se a descida do dragão do Letter. Teleporte tá chegando. Quem chega é o 4.
Yes, thank you, Don't need peeking modes in the chat.
Espaço final de combate, o espaço final da série.
Não pode, vai ser GG, não hesita, porque a gente vê que eles continuam esse avanço. A onda de minions vai acabar, o efeito do Barão também vai acabar. Então eles podem aproveitar um pouquinho, a torre vai cair e a luta vai rolar.
Hidan agora já liga o seu Dominus pra expor a última torre.
Wow, Hidan's just unkillable.
This is the Renekton fantasy.
Yes.
This is like everything you could possibly want out of playing Renekton. This is like the literal perfect game where you just snowball so hard that you become essentially unkillable.
And you get to do it into a counter matchup, no less.
Yeah, exactly. What a big middle finger. That's that's good stuff.
Good stuff is one way to put it. Holy. That's just sick, man. I mean, at least we got to see a little bit of the Fearless kicking in, you know, with some of the drops that came through and some of the picks. I guess. Holy crap. What a clean game from PEN. Yeah, I know you spammed a bunch and didn't go through, so just this one will be enough. That's fine. That's probably more realistic right now with me wanting but unable to do it. Okay, that leaves us tomorrow Fury Academy versus Kaboom Academy. Surely we get more than 3 games from that one, right?
Yeah, and I oh wait, no, I can go to the whole thing because I have to bounce tomorrow at oh wait, no, no, I have to bounce at 4 tomorrow.
Okay.
So if we get 4 games, then actually if it's 5 blowouts, maybe I can be there for all 5 games. But
true. I mean, we went 3 games in 2.5 hours today, right? So
yeah, that's ideal. And one of them was like 40 minutes. So
yeah.
The Academy broadcast is pretty quick.
Yeah. I think awesome CBLOL. Actually, CBLOL is pretty fast nowadays too, so I appreciate it.
It's definitely gotten better. Yeah.
Oh man, this just feels like a Hidan highlight reel, no? Like,
no, unironically, yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
This is like the only one I think that we'll see without Hidan involved somewhere. Yeah, this guy's playing an absolute mad lad right now. As early as level 10, he's just diving in without a care in the world. Yeah, once he got GA, things just got really disgusting at that point. It's like killing him once wasn't enough, and when he comes back, he still does so much damage. Call the meat cat kicking in as well and giving him extra health.
Yeah.
Yeah, even this fight, it's like, oh, we got Pain Gaming, and the TP starts channeling there. Oh, actually, hold up. He runs in the middle of our entire team because we played forward.
É até aceitável eles perderem naquela situação porque a Zarya limpa mais rápido. É o jogo sendo jogado, mas a maneira que o draft foi feito, com as pressões que deveriam ser exercidas, os ganks que eles tomaram nesse early game, comprometeu demais o andamento pro segundo dragão. Então, a gente viu que a PEN, com o teste do primeiro dragão, garante segunda Vast Life, ganha a luta.
Yeah, I'm just here to see the damage numbers and the MVP, and then I'm done, and I'm gonna go look for puke.
Tava sobressaindo, tava executando melhor, tava jogando melhor. Exatamente.
Sempre parecia que eles estavam melhor preparados para lidar com as situações. Então, a terceira partida, né, foi ainda mais dominante que a primeira. A segunda foi um pouco mais disputada, aí 25 minutos.
Oh yeah, look at that damage from Hidan.
That is gross.
That is. Yep. He double. To be fair, the bot lane basically hardly got involved this game.
No, I forgot that there was a Kalista in this game. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah. Okay.
3K damn on the support Galio. Ah, that's tough.
Yeah, you can't even blame him either.
No.
Like Yuki didn't do anything wrong. It's just you're support. You're engaged support with a team that's so far behind. What you gonna do?
The game was like unplayable, especially as a Galio, where you like the way you engage, your primary form of engage is secondary engage. You can't just solar flare Leona and just like, all right, well, I get in and get to do something. Like your way in is someone else has to go in, and if your team is so behind that you can't go in.
I like
880 DPM.
Oh yeah, nice. It's like Shifty looking like, did I do that?
Me? Oh, I guess it was.
Okay. The moment Yuki started to roam, Renekton was already 4-0. Was he actually dead? Yeah, and the fact too that he didn't accelerate. So they did lose first brick to IO on the top side. And normally, like, that's not ideal macro in that, hey, you're winning your lane, how did you lose your turret first? But on the other hand, I think it actually ended up being the better play, right? Because that gold lead just snowballed and translated to everything else so incredibly fast that, yeah, by the time Yuki started roaming, Renekton was already roaming by that point. So it's like, okay. He transitioned his gold lead everywhere else really, really fast, which is really, really nice to see. 3-0. Yeah, literally the only non-sweep game was this one. We'll see tomorrow, though. I'm hoping it's not a sweep.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get some shenanigans there.
Though I will argue, if it's not a sweep for Fury Academy tomorrow, I don't think they beat Pain.
I don't think they beat Pain regardless.
Sure. Yeah, they just don't clean sweep. Give us something to, look at and talk about. Loud Rise, they're playing to IDL. There could be the potential Rise IDL rematch, which, yeah, would be interesting, I guess, for elimination. But yeah, okay, that's it for today, folks. That was kind of fast, kind of easy.
That was quick.
Thanks for dropping by, Dark Knight. Glad you could join us on the whole day today. I know a lot of times like you can only drop by later on. But hey, it was nice and fast and quick. Yeah, thanks folks for dropping by as usual. Spoots, I know you were there, even though you didn't say a word. Surprisingly, Lunar not here today. I saw her post. She was watching the game, I think, because she posted that Pain just destroyed IDL. But yeah, with that, kind of see y'all tomorrow. Anything you want to say before we close out?
Nope. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay. Peace, y'all. Bye.